and I mean, I never win any of it, but
anyways,
we got to hold on real quick. We got to put like something in the hat or something.
they give you tickets.
Oh, well,
okay.
We need to be there on time for that.
Yeah, I want to win something.
Anyway, I was talking to Rhett, and I was like, well, yeah, we're going to be a little late. And he goes, no, we have a plan for that. So he talked to Allison as they were planning for this, and he's like, well, 3HL is going to be out on the road. And she goes, yeah, I know about that. And so he convinced her to really start the party at 7.
Oh.
So, like, the first hour is like a cocktail mingling hour. And then once we walk in is when the party starts.
Hell yeah. We're going
Damn right.
to walk in.
I mean, that's how we roll.
You better believe it.
Can they play some music when we walk in?
Yeah.
Like, we need some intro.
We do. We need intro music. Can you
Should we
text
play
me?
the show intro music?
Maybe we could do that.
You guys walk in one by one?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. It's like a wedding intro.
I like that.
We walk in slow motion like they do in movies, but we just walk slowly.
Now, that means you got to have wind blowing or something.
Yeah.
Oh, we can work that.
Yeah.
There will be wind blowing. It's cold today.
No, inside.
No, yeah. Get the fan blowing Davenport's hair.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like Gone with the Wind.
Do you want me to roll out the red carpet, too?
Please. Thank you.
Yeah, we want it all.
We want it all.
Yeah.
And Mayor looks nice too. I also gave Mayor some advice on how he's going to dress.
This is how the conversation went down yesterday.
This was way better than me don't wear no sweats.
So Babsy put out into the universe, Slade, do not wear sweatpants. I don't know if she even told you that, but she put it out there in the universe. And then she told me, she was like, what are you going to wear to the Christmas party? And I was like, well, the black jeans that you thought were new, but they're not. And she was like, yeah. And the black shoes that you thought were new, but they're not. Yeah. And like a white hoodie. And she's like, Mayor, you cannot go to the holiday party dressed like Brent.
Be someone else.
That's how she put it. You can't go dressed like you. And
who do you want him to be, Babsy?
I said, well,
I was about to say a classier version. That's not what I meant.
Stay
Sorry.
classy, San Diego.
this is what we work with right here. Listen, she keeps it real. She keeps you in check, all those things. So I was like, yeah, I've got this white hoodie, but it's like, how like everybody's wearing like these hoodies, but they're not like, hoodies you get from like Champion. Not that there's anything wrong with Champion.
They're not the sweat hoodies.
But like there are expensive hoodies right now. And so I was like, I got this hoodie, blah blah blah. You've seen it, I've worn it, but I just trust me. And so
just trust me.
Last night I was watching the tree getting lit in New York and flipping back and forth between that and Duke and Auburn, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
And the Backstreet Boys were performing, and like one of the dudes was wearing like a hoodie like this.
Yeah.
And so then I show up here and I go, "Is this okay?" And you were like,
"Yes, you look very nice."
How about that, Slay
Like a
Dog?
Backstreet Boy.
How about that, Slay Dog?
You look very nice.
You accomplished it. You did a good job.
Wow. So anyway, this is the way we're hitting the holiday party, and we're an hour away from it,
Yes.
and it starts when we get off the air.
I like that.
No, it starts when we get there.
And so
No, not even when we get off.
I think what we're going to do is some of us are going to ride with me.
I'm riding with you.
So
Mama ain't driving.
because I live downtown now, and so like I can just drive us downtown, then we walk. But then Babs was like, if we walk, how far a walk is it? And I'm like, well, it's just down Commerce and Second, like easy. Yeah, but how long is it going to take? I said 10 minutes. She's like, nope.
Yeah, they ain't walking.
Nope.
Mama ain't walking.
They got valet anyway.
Uber.
We're Ubering.
Y'all Uber?
I'm not walking 10 minutes. It's 25 degrees
I
today.
can just pick y'all up from Mayor's, and I'm valeting.
Well, so we can Uber, and then I can walk back and just leave whenever I want to leave.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, you can walk. Have
Okay.
fun. By the time
Anyway.
you walk, you won't feel the cold. USA Today, by the way.
Wait, don't start into stuff because I need to say that Babs is here.
Oh,
In
What
Smyrna.
up, Babsy?
let's go. Happy Thursday, people. Come see us in Smyrna, by the way. I have like sequins on. I'm wearing sequins.
You are shiny.
It's a sequin kind of day.
It's a shiny day.
I'm glad that you're here. It's been a tough week, but we're motoring through.
Motoring through.
As a family, and we're almost to the weekend. It's Thursday. We are at Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. Come by and see us. If you are sitting here and haven't put your name in the box, make sure you get your name in the box. Because we have giveaways in the 45 segments. So
Thank you, Bob.
345, 445, 545. We also have the Miller Lite Ron Slay Wash Away
That's
Toast
me, baby.
at 445.
Yes. That is curb. That's what I was looking for.
Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
You've had a busy week.
Had a good week. Good basketball. I told y'all what was going to happen.
You said SEC ACC basketball challenge would fall 13-3 SEC.
They did one even better.
What did it fall?
14-2. Wow. A shellacking.
Which
on the
one
ACC.
happened towards the SEC that you didn't think would?
Well, I didn't think Kentucky would lose, but I also didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if Missouri would win, and I thought Mississippi State had a tough matchup against Pitt, who's
Oklahoma tight game.
Oklahoma walked that lead back
Yeah.
down. That was a good one too. So
Yeah.
those were my wild cards. But
So let me go ahead and get your take on Auburn and Duke. So Duke, obviously tough place to play.
yep,
Auburn ranked number 2 in America.
Mm-hmm.
Babsy's 2 favorite teams.
matched up.
She started to talk about how she was going to consume the game and how it might go in her head and who she might be for. And I was like, honestly, it's probably going to come down to you watching the game, and then it just happens.
Yeah.
So she kept saying alma mater first, which makes a lot of sense, right?
Yep.
So when the game
Loyalty.
tipped off, what happened within your heart, mind, and soul?
Well, I actually didn't start watching until midway, probably halftime. I went out with the daycare moms
You TiVo'd it,
and
as you
drank
said
margaritas
yesterday.
with the girls.
Oh,
Yeah,
You missed.
I
You
TiVo'd
missed
it.
y'all time, man.
she brought up
I know.
TiVo yesterday. I haven't heard that word in
That's
so
a
long.
Good one right there.
Sorry, I guess
Do they still have
DVR
it?
is what
Yeah,
you
there
should
you go.
say. Yeah. Anyway, so then when I got home is when I started watching it, and Duke was ahead.
So you might have been bad
significantly
luck,
at that
Babs.
point, but then Auburn came back into it. I was very much for Auburn in it.
Good.
You were.
Yep. Yeah, and,
I figured
but
that's
you know
how it
what?
would go because that's where you went to school.
Right.
Those are the letters and the colors you wore as a student athlete.
Yeah.
It made sense.
Yeah, but then I do wonder if when I started watching, if Auburn was ahead, if I would have gone the other way.
Yep.
I was rooting for Auburn because they were losing.
Right. You want the underdog.
When I started watching, yeah. So,
We'll get
but
more.
anyway, you know what? They're both really good teams.
They are, absolutely.
When we
It's gonna
come
be fun
back,
to watch.
we'll get more on your take on what's going on in the world of college basketball. We need an update there. The Titans, we'll do that. College football playoff, we'll do that. And we'll take a ton of your phone calls today. 615-737-1045. We have one guest, and that's at 520. And this one guest had a pretty big impact on the NFL world. We'll talk with the Ramon Foster at 520. We have tons of giveaways. Come by and see us. Buffalo Wild Wings, Smyrna. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. 104.5 The Zone, 3HL.
What's happening, people? Big Slay here, man. The Kellum Stem Cell Institute can get all the information about your body. How? By going and get you a consultation with Dr. Kellum and letting the holistic stem cell therapy do what it does. That's right. Your body, your cells, that all equals your solution. You've got the healing power right there in your cells. All you got to do is have a little kickstart. You get your stem cells harvested and redeployed based on your needs. So if it's your knee that's hurting, whether it's your neck, whether it's your back, whether it's your hip like me, shoulder like me, or your right knee like me, yeah, quite a few inflammation problems with me going on. But got all that taken care of. When I went and met with Dr. Kellum, I told him exactly what the problems were, and he told me exactly what we could do. So I had the procedure done, got the stem cell therapy, and guess what? No more inflammation. Yes, over with. All you got to do is call 615-850-4415. Get your consultation today. KellamStemCellInstitute.com.
I want to tell you about my friends at Brentwood Jewelry. You need to get to know the Amamali family just in general, but now it's time. The holiday season is here. It's hard to believe the holiday season is here, but our friends at Brentwood Jewelry make Christmas shopping easy. As we all know, Christmas is a popular time for you to propose. It's also a time for giving to those that you love. Brentwood Jewelry can give you the experience that you want, like a surprise gift of that dream ring that she's always wanted at a price that you can afford. Maybe you're looking for something custom and unique. Consult with their custom designers or choose from their selection of fine jewelry. Brentwood Jewelry has you locked in and ready to go. It's Brentwood Jewelry Cyber Week sale going on now through Saturday. Go to BrentwoodJewelry.com. Use the promo code CyberWeek15 to save 15% off select rings, watches, earrings, bracelets, and more. Find the perfect gift and get some get that same day in coverage and pick it up for free. 2-day shipping is also free. Brentwood Jewelry Cyber Week sale going on now at BrentwoodJewelry.com. For any of your gifting needs, Brentwood Jewelry is there. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Halftime in Chattanooga in the D2 Single A class. I'm Lucas Panzica. Nashville Christian and Columbia Academy tied at 14 at the break. Nashville Christian took a 14-0 lead. Columbia Academy pushed back to tie it up at halftime. Earlier today was CPA winning in D2 AA over BGA 38-26. Designated drivers are the real MVP. If you've been drinking, pass your keys to a sober friend. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. We would love to see you out here. We got things to give away. Coming up at 3:45. All our giveaways are in the 45 segments here. 3:45 giveaways. Titans-Jags tickets for Sunday. Titans favored by 3.5.
Do they get to come to the VIP Titans tailgate experience?
Well, I mean, I think that's up to you. Or one of your reps or C-Wiz, I don't know.
Oh, looks like they do.
No, this is just for the ones we're giving on over the air.
Looks like they don't. Sorry, everybody. My fault, y'all.
I mean, they could investigate their opportunity and ability to go to the Titans VIP tailgate online, right?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. You can go to Bullseye Event Group or just hang out long enough outside of it and, like, people will feel bad for you and I'll wait for you to come on in. You can always do the sad route. Like the puppet,
but then you have
route.
to sit outside for a while.
Yeah.
The sad route.
That's the tough part. When you get in, you have a great time, though.
Yeah, you won't even think about the time you spent outside.
The sacrifice. Right?
Titans-Jags tickets coming up at 3:45. Also, a large Oilers flag coming up at 3:45. Am I right about that, Eggy Bob?
Sure.
I got to double check that one.
He doesn't know.
You live and learn, but every time I get copy points for this, it says Titans-Oilers flag, like one or the other. And I'm like, I know it's an Oilers flag now. I just wanted to make sure. $50 Kroger gift card also, 445. The Miller Lite Ron Slay Wash Away Toast.
Yeah, buddy.
Will happen right here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. If you are here in the bar area, which, by the way, this is a new and improved Buffalo Wild Wings location.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
it is
looks
wide
awesome.
Open in this place.
No hiding.
So if you are here for the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast, you will get a free 16-ounce Miller Lite draft beer.
Yes.
And now it's become a thing where people that aren't able to come videotape themselves on TiVo, right, Beth?
That's right. Oh, no.
And send it to us.
That's right.
That they participate in the Wash Away Toast. Shout out, BG. Happy birthday again. Mm-hmm. And your best friend forever.
That's right, Emily.
Shout out. So you can do it that way, or you can be here. That would be the best.
Also, tag us on social media, too.
That's right. Giveaways include Titans-Jags tickets for Sunday and a $50 Kroger gift card. And Eggy Bob, Zeph, everybody involved, I've made an executive decision. The Titans polo shirt, that's a large Titans polo, will be given away at 5:45, okay? And also, Titans Bengals tickets, which is the next game, where the Titans try to win back-to-back games for the first time since whoever, Moses parted the Red Sea.
It's been quite a while. Been a while, man.
So that's what's going on today at Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. By the way, congrats to all of the high school football players, coaches, parents, faculty, staff, everybody involved that gets to play in the state championship game because it's hard to get there.
Absolutely.
That is happening starting today. So we do have one game in the books. BGA and CPA played. First-year head coach Bobby Bentley for BGA. He actually was on Will Muschamp's staff at South Carolina and is now at BGA.
And his son is Jake Bentley, the quarterback, who was the quarterback at South Carolina for a little bit, and then I forget where he transferred to, but
I do
awesome
too.
kid. Yeah. Remember I believe he had the Liz Frank injury. Remember?
Yeah. Liz Frank, man.
But Bobby Bentley was the running backs coach at South Carolina for a little bit as well. He's awesome.
Well,
awesome dude.
Here's what Bobby Bentley has done. 2 years ago, BGA was 1-9. 1-9 2 years ago.
Wow.
Today they play for a state championship.
He's a good coach.
CPA Ingle Martin, we all know, has it rolling there. And CPA won today 38-26. That is the 7th state championship for CPA football. It's the 5th for Ingle Martin.
Wow.
CPA finishes 14-0, BGA 11-3. Again, 2 years ago, they were 1-9. Shout out to the Pattersons. And you know all about this because you've done games and reports on the Patterson family. Kane Patterson, the first one to go through CPA as a linebacker, just dominating everyone, went to Clemson. Then Langston Patterson comes through there. He goes to Vanderbilt. Kane transfers from Clemson to Vanderbilt so they can play together. Langston Patterson leads Vanderbilt in tackles. Last year, didn't start a game. 15 tackles 2 weeks ago. Had a huge game against Tennessee. And now they've got twins behind them. They've got Rawls Patterson.
Who might be even more talented than the other two Patterson.
It's hard to say.
Which is like mind-blowing.
Yeah, and
Say
so
the truth.
Wes Patterson, I've known for a long time. Their dad, just a great dude. But anyway, they've had a Patterson. So CPA's been to 7 consecutive state championship games, 7 in a row. And there's been a Patterson on every single one of those 7 teams, right? So Rawls and Preston are twins that are juniors this year. So they have another year. So Preston Patterson dominates at linebacker. Rawls Patterson is a running back. So today, Rawls Patterson had 27 carries for 336 yards and 4 touchdowns for CPA.
Is that got to
pretty
be
good.
like a record or something?
As a junior.
The state record, and man, I loved hearing Joe Fisher call the game. Jalen Hurd
Yep.
has a state record,
I worked that game.
forgot about that.
394 yards.
Unbelievable.
394 yards. So
Standing on the sideline watching
Yeah.
that. Jalen Hurd, I mean, unbelievable. So, yeah,
Honestly.
that's, wow, what a performance.
Is that in the class or that's just overall?
Overall.
Overall.
Damn.
So,
Yeah,
Rawls,
because Jalen was at Beach.
it's funny.
Yeah.
Rawls
Big
had
school.
166 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half, and he ended up with 336 and 4 touchdowns. So basically the same 2 halves,
That's rolling.
right? Also going on now, Nashville Christian and Columbia Academy. We'll get you a score in just a little bit. Lucas Panzica has score updates, but Nashville Christian has a quarterback, Jared Curtis, a junior 4-star quarterback who I believe is committed to Georgia, right? Number 7 quarterback in the country, 6'4", 225, and he plays for,
Some good size right there.
I see a Nashville Christian hat in the house. There you go.
NCS, baby.
There you go. So the game is on here at Buffalo Wild Wings. I just it's behind me, so I can't see the score. Baylor and McCauley coming up later tonight. Tomorrow, NBA, trying to win a state championship against South Pittsburgh. Page plays Sevier County for the 5A title at 6 o'clock. And then Saturday, Oakland plays Houston for the 6A title.
Come on, Paige.
So, another legit Nashville guy who played state championship games, Barryon Brown
Yes.
at Kentucky.
Perk on 5 birds.
Yes, well, guess what?
What?
He plans to enter the transfer
I
portal.
told you. Get that kid to Tennessee, Slay Dog. Can you?
Listen.
Is that legal?
I'm surprised. Yes.
Hey,
I'm surprised he's coming back.
anything's legal.
I
anymore.
thought he was
Can
leaving.
you give him $10 to
I thought he'd
we'll
be out,
sponsor him.
man.
3HL will sponsor him.
Dog, you talking about a big time playmaker? Wow, somebody gonna open
Yep.
up a bag for him, and woo, he's gonna make it pay.
Lucas
Zeph
just
like
hit.
can't handle it. All the big time guys that hit the transfer portal.
I want
Yeah.
them all.
He
Zeph on
texts us
yeah.
every time. You think he'll go to Tennessee?
I want 'em all.
mean, can you imagine him with Nico? I'm like, all right, Zeph, I'm gonna need you to take a step
Well,
back.
this is the only one I said that about.
I mean, he would be immediately a playmaker like they've
I'm
never
pretty
had.
sure I can find another text that you've said that.
Here's the other
Yeah,
thing too. You could have Barry on. You could have Barry on return kickoffs
Yeah.
and Boo Carter return punts.
Yeah.
Is there better special teams in America returning wise?
No, nope, not at all, not at all.
All right. So
I want Barry on both of them.
if you're listening, 3HL will sponsor you.
Ooh wee.
We'll go like Dave Portnoy.
There's no
hold
place-
this down.
there's no place like
no,
home.
No. No, you cannot put a 3HL on it. I'm not sponsoring Barryon Brown to go to Tennessee.
Why not, Bev?
Listen, do not
You
group
love the
us
Vols.
together with
Listen,
this crap.
You love the Vols. I keep hearing about it.
I heard
No,
you say. I heard
listen,
you say
y'all
before
wear
too,
your
Babs.
orange-colored glasses. I'll wear a different tinted orange-colored glass.
Listen.
But don't group us together on
Okay.
that.
Well, Jackson Arnold's talking about going to.
there it is.
There you go. Thank you, Sammy.
Sammy,
So Jackson Arnold's thinking about going to Auburn, so you can have him.
I don't want him.
Hey, y'all got to get a quarterback, Babs.
Well, yeah, but I don't want that one.
I know one y'all should get though.
Who?
Caden Salter.
We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. The
who Freeze's guy.
Center for Liberty is looking at Vanderbilt.
Really?
So package deal that. Doesn't that make sense?
Yes.
Because he's. You
Does Caden Salter have ties with Hugh from
Yes,
his
from
time
Liberty.
there?
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder what their relationship's
Well,
like.
the problem with Auburn is they've got that freshman coming in that they
That's the
turned
truth.
from Notre Dame.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's still a freshman.
And Caden, not you right?
Right, I know, but like.
Listen, I'm sensitive, okay?
These guys pay attention to this, and you're not going to get 3 of them.
By the way, congrats to Dylan Sampson.
Yes.
USA Today
What
released their award winners, SEC Player of the Year.
See,
And he's not on the Doak Walker.
on any list, he's on no list.
It's kind of
It's
crazy.
insane.
That's nuts.
I mean, there's a couple of the positional awards where guys are left off that make zero sense.
Right.
Remember,
I mean,
it's-
listen, Genty's going to win it. It doesn't, that doesn't matter, that part of it. But
You wanna
to
be on
not
the
be
list.
one of the 3, and you
Yeah.
lead the SEC in every rushing category.
That's silly. That's silly. And they wonder why. Listen, all right. I know we're a little rambunctious and obnoxious and all the shush, but this is the reason why. Because you feel like you get overlooked as a Tennessee fan. Like, why would he not be on any list? He's leading the best conference in all of these statistical categories at running back. Come on, man.
He's also not a top 10 running back in the draft, according to Mel Kiper.
That's
Right,
good.
but then-
we want him back.
I did see a mock draft that had him in the 2nd round. So
That's good for value of a running back right now. Ain't it?
if you're going to be in the 2nd round, you got to go. Right?
Yeah, because it ain't.
I mean, Chris Lowe told us, like I said,
That's
look,
so.
Chris Lowe was on Tuesday. I said, look, send me and Slade. We'll talk to Dylan Sampson. He'll come back. He'll break all the Tennessee records.
Mhm.
It'll be good. He was like,
hard to turn it down.
hard to not go.
Dang.
By the way, from Lucas Panzica, the National Christian quarterback, Jerry Curtis, recommitted a few weeks ago to Georgia. There you go.
That's crazy. You got to recommit now. Just to show
Just,
you loyalty.
just remind everybody what you're doing.
It used to be, all right, a verbal commitment used to do it for everybody. Now they don't even do it. You come out on social media, you got to go to sign a day, sign twice, and enroll early. There's so much that goes with it now, man. Crazy world. That's all.
Somebody should sell tickets.
Yes, to this world.
We missed you yesterday.
Man, I missed y'all, man.
And
Back.
and on Tuesday also, but yesterday we missed you on the reaction to the college football playoff rankings.
Yeah, that was.
And so the biggest thing is if you look at the resume for Ohio State and compare it to Tennessee, you can justify Ohio State being ranked ahead of Tennessee. Here's where I have the problem, Slade, on is Georgia lost at Ole Miss as a 2.5-point favorite. Ole Miss is ranked 13th in the poll.
Yep.
They went from 3 to 12,
Hey.
losing that game.
Yep.
Ohio State loses to a 5-loss unranked Michigan team, and Ohio State's playing at home,
Yep.
favored by almost 21 points, and they go from 2 to 6.
It's nuts.
That's where I have my problem.
Listen, man.
Am I justified there?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no rhyme or reason to anything that they're doing. I think, man, that when they walk away from it, they all say at the end of the day, I hope it figures itself out. I think that's the only thing they can lean on because, I mean, what are the metrics? Nothing makes any sense. 0 sense to me.
So
Alabama gets smoked by Oklahoma.
unranked Oklahoma.
Like 3 points?
Oklahoma that's struggled all
Like
year.
3
Yeah.
points, man, for a team that everybody's been saying between them and Ole Miss, nobody wants to play them. Nobody wants to play them. And Oklahoma does that?
Yeah.
Like, come on, dog. That's
So
bananas to me. That's way worse than what Ohio State got going on.
A-N-A-N-A-S.
Hey, Gwen Stefani. So, by the way, you look great. Doesn't Babs look great, y'all?
Ah,
Y'all,
yeah.
seriously.
Ooh,
Doesn't Babs looks great. She's headed to the holiday party. Look at her. I told her she looked, and this is going to date me. I'm an old guy. I want to know if Slade gets this reference. I told her she looks like Marilyn McCoo. Does anybody get that reference?
Monroe.
Kirby.
Some people are laughing. I don't know that reference.
Is
Kirby
McCool
gets
older
the-
than Monroe?
No.
Who's McCool?
No. Marilyn Monroe died a long time ago.
I know, that's
dude.
what I'm saying.
Like,
I
she was
heard
hanging out with
who
John F.
the hell
Kennedy.
is McCool?
Who's McCoo?
Marilyn McCoo was a singer, as Kirby said, but she's best known for being the host of Solid Gold, which was a great show.
Was it the dance show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they played music, they performed. It was in the 80s. She always wore like sequin things like this that like
So Babs gonna perform
sparkled
tonight?
all over the place. No, you got to get a full-on deal. Plus,
I don't like the little stuff she got going on over her eyes and stuff.
this is a recent picture of Marilyn McCoo. You need to go back in time.
How old is McCoo? McCoo got to be 89.
Well, I mean, she was rolling in the 80s, dude.
Oh, that ain't that old. I was born in the 80s.
Right, but she was like rolling in the 80s, meaning she's like
She was in there.
30 in the 80s.
Her feet was stable on the ground in
Kirby
the
said
80s.
she was co-host with Andy Gibb.
Andy Gibb from
Joe
the Bee
Gibbs
Gees.
son?
Joe Gibson. Wow.
Joe Gibbs.
Oh, she's like half naked here.
Oh, hello. Oh yeah. See, but
Ma-
look at what she's wearing.
Martha killing her.
Am I off?
Martha and Dolly. I saw a recent picture of Dolly Parton.
She's very
I
shiny.
mean, an older picture of Dolly Parton.
She looks the same.
Dolly would drop dead back then, though.
Meanwhile, here's the path for
What is
Tennessee to
Dolly
get a
back in
home
the
game.
50s or the 60s? You tried to breeze right by that. You thought I was going to let you breeze right by that, didn't you? Nope.
She wasn't in the 50s and 60s, Dolly Parton.
Oh, she wasn't.
No, she was 70s.
Yeah, that's,
she was in the
that's right around
70s.
there.
70s, like 80s.
50, 70 gap, I almost like the same.
I mean, she had the coat of many colors
She
or
was
whatever.
cold-blooded in the bathroom.
Working 9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5. Yep.
She was cold-blooded in the bathroom. Oh,
I saw a picture of it,
the
yeah.
duet with Kenny Rogers.
At,
That was in the 80s. 95, 9 to 5 was in the 80s. She goes all the way back to Porter Wagner, like 1969 and 1970.
Okay, but
Selling
like,
boxes of breeze.
when was she rolling? That's my question.
when was she rolling
It took
in
her-
the deep, Kirby?
1980 was
From about
9 to 5.
1970 on.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did we get here?
No, I know because I was in the Gorge in Nashville.
And you saw Dolly Parton?
No, neighbors in the Gorge. And they got a picture of her in the bathroom.
Oh,
man. Yeah, y'all got to talk to.
So Zach Pillar, his wife
Pillar,
runs Neighbors, but
Yeah.
Zach is in charge of putting the pictures up.
So he did that. That was a good touch, Zach.
Who did you run into at the airport today?
Man, our guy,
As long as we're name dropping.
Jim Nance.
Slay Dog ran into Jim Nance at the airport.
Dude, I'm talking about this man trying to come through so unassuming. And what gets you about him is he's so tall.
Yeah,
like
he's
a
really
lot
tall.
of people, they're not gonna put that together because a lot of sportscasters.
I would think if I saw him at the airport and I didn't know him, I would think like,
Just keep
okay,
walking.
He's famous.
He's like a writer from Maine.
But guess what though? Babsy, he's not moving famous. Like he's moving like he trying
Do
to get
people bother him?
no,
Slay bothered him.
Well, besides you.
I promise you, nobody. There was so many people in there. Nobody was paying attention. I was looking. I was like, damn, they look like Nance. And I had my headphones on, so I didn't know how loud I was talking. So I said Jim, and he didn't turn around. So I took him out to see how loud I was talking. I was like, Jim. And he turned around. He was like, Slay, what are you doing? And then he went into his little voice, and I was like, go ahead, dude. Go get out of here, man. No, man, I ain't gonna
Before
hold you up.
somebody hears you.
Somebody.
He gave us a bottle of wine when he came into the studio.
Phenomenal wine.
All of us.
I still haven't drank it yet.
Oh, you miss it. Bring
Is it
back.
good?
Yeah, bring it to us.
Well, I mean, you're coming to my place.
We'll drink it up. That's some
Oh,
good
yeah.
wine.
We can drink it there.
Yeah, that's some good wine.
I also
right
have
there.
Naomi.
Drink that too.
I also have Camus.
Ooh, now that's a different level.
That's some different wine right there.
So the path for
We're not allowed to
Tennessee
drink those bottles.
before the party, can you imagine?
Usually.
But we just show up just sloshed.
All right, path for Tennessee.
Path for Tennessee is Penn State to lose. If Penn State loses, Slay Dog, okay, I'll outline this when we come back.
Okay, yeah, because I
Want to get your take on this.
All right.
I'll outline the path. So I kept talking about this yesterday, and right at the end of the show, somebody was like, dude, if Penn State wins, they'll have a win against number 1 Oregon, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not talking about that. Of course, if they win, they're ahead of Tennessee. Get out of here. What? I mean, Penn State, if Georgia beats Texas and Penn State beats Oregon, Penn State is the most fraudulent number 1 team going into the postseason in the history of college football.
Not if they beat Oregon.
Man, guess
Yeah,
what?
they are.
Everybody's
Yeah,
raising
they
their
are.
hands still to play them, though. If they beat Oregon.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to play Penn State.
And I feel like a lot of people are not putting the respect on Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's a much better team than people are acting like. Telling you.
They're very good.
I'm telling you.
They're blasting people. Their resume,
Defense,
you can
man.
argue where they should be not for, but
I'm going to have to talk to NIU coach on that one.
NIU lost 4 games in the MAC.
It was week 2.
It's spanked.
It was week 2.
No, but they've been
at
good
Notre
since
Dame.
then.
All right, more next. 3HL broadcasting live in Smyrna. Buffalo Wild Wings, we'd love to see you out here. Appreciate those of you who are here. Smyrna always represents. Thank you. I see a lot of Tennessee Orange in the crowd.
That's because we #1 in the nation, soon to be.
College basketball team will be #1 in the next AP poll. We'll talk about that as well. 3HL 1045 The Zone. You need your mobile plan to keep you connected while not feeling like you are draining your bank account to afford it. From Xfinity, the home of the 10G network, the future starts now. Discover the nation's best kept secret and switch to Xfinity Mobile now with the best price for 2 lines of unlimited. Join the millions who save hundreds a year with Xfinity Mobile, one of the fastest growing mobile services with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots. The beautiful part of the Wi-Fi hotspots is that they always come on when you get in range. $30 a line per month with unlimited data when you get 2 lines. Switch to Xfinity Mobile, rated #1 in quality and #1 in value. Mobile plans starting at just $15 a month. Save hundreds a year with the best price for 2 lines of unlimited. Get nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Mix shared and unlimited data options with your family all on one plan. Streaming more or using less? Switch between unlimited and buy the gig anytime on the Xfinity mobile app, so you only pay for what you need. Automatically connect to over 20 million security and secure Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspots nationwide to save money on data. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Compare pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required, most reliable based on Root Metrics US.
The D2 Single A State Championship happening in Chattanooga. I'm Lucas Panzica. Nashville Christian leads Columbia Academy 20-14. Jared Curtis, the quarterback, rushing touchdown. The extra point is still pending. From earlier today in D2 AA, CPA won its 7th all-time state championship, 38-26 the final over BGA. Designate a sober game plan. If you've been drinking, don't drive. Fans, don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Slow but sweetly. I was actually listening to Dave Matthews coming out here. Good job, Sammy. Between me and Babs, we've been to like 50 Dave Matthews shows.
How many have you been to?
Like 8.
Okay, then we're actually over 50. Yeah.
Man, I love some Dave Matthews, man.
Love Dave.
Especially live. Like when we were talking about this the other day, like I get like the people that dance around and have to have the track underneath them and they sing when they can and all those things. I understand that.
I don't.
I know. And this is where our discussion came from. But I appreciate the bands that sound as good or better than their produced records. Mm-hmm. And Dave Matthews Band is one of them.
Yep.
Incredible musicians.
I can respect that.
Pearl Jam, another one. Foo Fighters, definitely another one.
I can respect that.
Anyway, thank you, Sammy. Yeah, Babsy gave away some Justin Timberlake tickets yesterday.
I did.
Oh, you let that happen?
I tried,
It's
man.
next,
Come on, Yor, you got
next
to.
Thursday.
I tried. I was Jesse from Mississippi.
Oh, that's not. I was just about to. I was just about to say that. Dog, you got to go out in the hallway. Let Babs do the show by herself. You got to call in.
Well, but it's concussion Bab, so I don't know. You know what's going on
That's
there.
even easier to follow. That's when we
That's
need. Yeah, that's when we need it.
Also, concussion Babs going to the holiday party today
This is lovely.
going to be incredible.
Oh, I love it.
They told me to drink in moderation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That'll work.
define moderation.
That's what I was going to say. Who's moderation?
Everybody's definition of moderation is
Right.
different, right, Babs?
Yeah, well, I asked her. She said, I mean, I wouldn't go over like 2 glasses of wine. And she's like, real glasses, not, oh, my glass is the full bottle glass.
If you end up
I'm
at,
like, oh.
if you end up at my place before we go to the party, you're going to have 2 glasses there.
Yeah.
She said, not the my cup runneth over.
Right.
Glass. Okay.
Not your normal
Gotcha.
glass.
My glass.
Yeah.
I like those glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
need the goblet from your wedding. That's what I need.
Oh, that thing was awesome.
That's a heavy glass, too.
Heavy glass. Anyway, so we love y'all, number one.
Absolutely.
Also, like lately when we go to remotes, y'all like bring stuff to us, which is just unbelievable.
I love it. I got peanut butter M&Ms this time after my wagon wheel.
I got an almond joy.
Yeah, which is not on the tier of peanut butter.
Well, and
M&Ms.
so my man handed me the almond joy to give to you, and I'm like, no, dude, you give it to her. You give it to her.
Like,
I got it.
Like you brought that. That's on you, man.
That's going to be my snack heading back to Nashville.
You know, I know that Babs can be intimidating, but he's nodding his head yes. But,
No.
yes.
but you also got a card from a Tennessee fan.
It's the sweetest card ever.
That's because we care about people, Babs. Volunteer state.
And how old is Hunter? Is it Hunter?
Yep.
7.
He's 7. Hunter is 7, and he made you a card, and he is sitting here. What up, Hunter? He's sitting here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. He brought you a card. It's in orange, which I guess is for Tennessee because he loves the Vols. But, thumbs up. But, what does it read?
Get well soon. Dear Dawn, hope you get better soon. 3HL, War Eagle, love Hunter.
That's the best, Hunter.
That's dope right there.
Hey, can y'all give it up for Hunter?
Way to go, Hunter.
How about a 7-year-old out here?
Hunter's being raised correct.
And
Listen,
by the way,
listen.
he is a Tennessee fan. He just put War Eagle in there just for me.
Yeah.
How sweet is that?
How can you impact the lives of others? Hunter, you just did it. Great job, brother.
Good job, Hunter.
Made her feel good. All right, Slay Dog. So Penn State, if Penn State loses to Oregon, okay, their resume will then be 11-2. Their only top 25 win will be Illinois, ranked 21. Tennessee, who is currently 7th, Penn State's 3rd. Tennessee 7th. I'm trying to figure out if Penn State falls below Tennessee with a loss, right?
Right.
That would ensure Tennessee a home game at Neyland Stadium, which we all cannot even fathom what that would be like.
Right.
Energy-wise.
Crazy.
Put it at night. Bring Ohio
What
State
would the
in.
cost of
Chaotic.
those tickets be, too?
Oh.
Silly.
Yeah.
Whatever silly is on the Richter scale.
Yeah.
So if Penn State loses, we'll compare Penn State and Tennessee's resumes. Penn State would be 11-2 with their best win. Only one top 25 win would be number 21 Illinois. Tennessee would be 10-2, so both 2 losses. Tennessee's best win, also one top 25 win, number 11 Alabama. Penn State would have to fall behind Ohio State, right, because they lost head-to-head.
Yep.
They would have to fall behind Tennessee, in my argument, because the resumes don't match.
And what is Penn State ranked right now?
Are you
6th?
there?
What are they?
No, they're 3rd.
Third. Yeah. Oh, darn. That's a long drop for them, though.
Right.
Especially when nobody's moving up. That's the only problem.
Hey, George and Weezy moved up.
Yeah, but what's his name? How? What's his name? Mandel?
Howie Mandel.
What's his name?
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel?
No, the committee man that just speaks every time.
Oh, Manuel.
Emmanuel Lewis.
No, those are bad movies in the 80s.
Ward Manuel.
Manuel, yes.
Ward.
Manuel.
I know exactly what. Yes, Ward Manuel. Like,
I threw a bunch of references at you. Did you get them all?
Yes, I got
Okay,
every one of them.
all right.
This is the thing, though. With him, he said nobody can move up that's not already in the playoffs.
Right,
So
but
it's slotted.
they say weird things every week.
Now, if he do that, no, they'll be outside his
Let's
office.
say Oregon beats Penn State 42-13.
They gotta drop.
Then what do you
They
do?
gotta drop. They got ooh. They'll drop to 11.
I just think even if they lose, they should drop.
It depends how the loss is according to him. I'm with you. No,
Listen,
I'm with you.
I'm not
with you
talking to
on it.
Ward Manuel. I'm talking to you.
If it's me, come on. Yeah, hell yeah, we hosting. Whatever we got to do to host. Well, we got to sabotage the host. We hosting. Yeah, no. If you leave it up to me.
Can you imagine, like, me and Zeph and Bert at your tailgate going into a playoff game at night?
Yes, I absolutely can. I've seen one. My brother might not make it here.
I don't think we'd make it into that game.
No, don't say we. You. We making it in. We know what to do.
Yeah, we're professionals.
Absolutely.
I am not sure that I.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm like, what, Babsy? That was the sabotage and what now?
I don't agree with somebody who loses a conference championship game
That bad though, Babsy?
to be penalized.
Can at some point we just get her on our side at some point?
Look, I don't even think she's trying.
I'm just being honest.
That's not honest.
That's what I want you to be.
Listen, you want the championship games to matter. You want teams to want to be in it. You don't want for this to turn into it's okay. We don't want to play in our championship game because it could hurt us.
No, we want it to be a championship game, which means the two of the best teams in that conference are about to play, and one of them, it shouldn't be a discrepancy of 42-12. Like, that's not
12.
Yeah, like 42-35. All right, cool.
The spread is 2.5.
Oh, all right, if that stays within,
it's
if it stays within 5, if it stays within 5,
3.5.
all right, that's cool. 5 or 6 points, that's cool.
Sorry, what is
Double
Texas,
digits?
Georgia? 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Double digits, no, ma'am, Babsy. You got to drop because you ain't nothing. It's easy.
See, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for.
That's what you got. Well, you're welcome.
What if SMU loses to Clemson?
SMU will not lose to Clemson. I told y'all 3 weeks ago that was going to be the matchup, and SMU going to beat them.
SMU's going to beat them.
The Pony Express is back, Babsy.
Did you see that the pony is making the trip?
See what I'm saying?
Oh.
And I didn't even know that.
The SMU pony is making the trip.
Who
All
riding
right,
the pony?
screw all the ponies.
Are you yelling at me?
Yes. Zev's got giveaways to give away. Giveaways to give away.
Go,
That's
Zev.
trying to,
All
you trying to land the
right,
plane over there.
hang on.
Don't beat
Zev.
around the bush. Let's go.
Yeah, get to it. Let's
to
go,
it.
Zev.
Titans-Jags tickets will come last. Let's do $50 Kroger gift card.
James Blackwell.
James Blackwell wins $50 at Kroger. There's James right there.
He is.
All right.
Come on, Edgar Bob. Get on your job, Bob.
Large Oilers flag.
Steve Van Treese.
Steve Van Treese.
Hey,
Gets
right there
the
at the
Oilers
bar.
flag.
Man at the bar, come on down.
Titans-Jags tickets.
Lonnie Williamson.
Lonnie Williamson, come on down.
Lonnie
You're the
Williamson
next
sounds
contestant.
like a second baseman for the Cardinals in the 80s. We'll be right back. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What?
All right. Hi, it's Dawn for Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. And as a customer of Pella Windows and Doors, I would love to recommend them to you. You can call them today. You can check them out at PellaNashville.com. But most importantly, you can tell them to give you this deal that they have going on, which is 50% off qualifying installations and no money down, no interest, no payments for 12 full months. 615-249-1910. You can always stop by one of their showrooms. They have two of them, one in Franklin at 277 Mallory Station Road and a new one in Hendersonville. Yes, 256 East Main Street. They're there to help you. What a fun Christmas gift, right? Call Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. Schedule your free consultation. Check out that special offer I mentioned. Easy to do it on their website at PellaNashville.com.
I love living in Middle Tennessee. We've got great restaurants, entertainment, sports, and one of the nation's top Ford dealers right here in our backyard. Two Rivers Ford. Remember that name. Two Rivers has been a staple in our community since 1983. They're locally owned. They have a non-commissioned sales team, and they sell below MSRP. They've been doing business with integrity for decades. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Good afternoon. It's 4:02. I'm Joe Bonanno live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. The Titans are back on the practice field today as they get set for Sunday's divisional matchup with Jacksonville. The Thursday injury report is out, and here's who did not practice. Roger McCreary, Kenneth Murray, Tavondre Sweat, James Williams, Tyler Boyd, Jerome Baker, and James Lynch all did not practice for the Titans. Peter Skoronski and Jarvis Brownlee were limited today. In NFL news, the NFL announced its 32 nominees for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, and Jeffrey Simmons is the Titans nominee once again this year. Also tonight, it's an NFC North Thursday night football matchup between the Lions and Packers. Kickoff at 7:15. You can catch the Westwood One call of that game right here on The Zone. In college football news, Tennessee running back Dylan Sampson was named the USA Today SEC Player of the Year, while wide receiver Caleb Webb announced his plans to enter the transfer portal. Also, legendary Super Bowl winning head coach Bill Belichick has reportedly interviewed for the North Carolina head coach position after longtime coach Mac Brown was fired. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Channel 104.5, The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Championship weekend is coming up. We are broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. We'll be here until 6 o'clock, having a great time. Good crowd out here. And we always appreciate everybody coming by and seeing us and giving us gifts. Should I throw that out there?
No, we do not want gifts.
But we'll take them.
We can't turn them down.
Oh, my gosh.
That's disrespectful.
These boys.
I still have my maker's mark from our guy from Diamond Rio the other day.
I found mine as soon as I got back from the airport. It was sitting in my passenger seat. I didn't get to take it home. That's why. Not that I was riding around drinking it. Like, yeah. It was in my... Yeah, still concealed.
Like, so you valeted the car with a bottle of bourbon sitting in the passenger seat.
Yep, and my people down there. They take care of me.
Okay. Babsy is here.
What up, Babsy? Twitch, please. Twitch, please.
Let's go. Happy Thursday.
We're all dressed up for our holiday party coming up at 6 o'clock.
Happy Thursday.
We'll get there fashionably late, and we're fashionable, I think.
Yes.
And we'll be late.
You're showing your shoulders today.
It's called a cold shoulder shirt.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Used to be very popular in like the 80s?
With Marilyn McCoo at Solid Gold.
Probably.
Yeah.
Used to be very popular. Then it was like not cool for a long time. And now it's back.
Welcome.
It's back, baby.
So
Babs is bringing it back.
Somebody got your woo.
Yep. It's back, baby.
Slay Dog threatened to wear sweatpants. He didn't.
I still got time to go change.
Nope.
Look at you, man.
Nope. I'm very proud of you.
You got the Peyton Manning, quarter zip thing.
Yeah, I'm rolling with it.
I have like 50 quarter zip sweaters. Yeah.
I got to get some more. I like these.
Give me some more. Buster Rhymes. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Hey, what's happening?
Slay Dog, since Sammy gave you the basketball intro, Tennessee men's basketball team in line to be number 1 in the country. In the next AP poll, number 1 Kansas lost last night. Look at that. People are happy about that here. Number 1 Kansas lost last night, 76-63 to unranked Creighton. And number 2 Auburn lost 84-78 at Duke last night. So Tennessee currently number 3 will move up to number 1.
And neither one of those are bad losses. Creighton is really good. They were ranked coming into the season. Hit a little stumbling block, kind of like UConn did. And they're really good. Kelly know how to deliver. Shout out to my guy Ken Hampton, man, in the building, man. So in there holding the Light Point Church, man. You know what I mean? Holding it down in here.
Shout outs presented by your mom and them.
Yeah. Ken didn't even raise his hand up, so
shout out to Ken
can't hear us
and Light Point Church.
Yeah, both of them together.
Okay.
I don't even know who he is.
He's back there in the back, gray hat.
Okay.
Ken, throw your hand up, Ken.
Throw your hand in the
There
air.
it is.
Wave it like you just don't care. There he goes. There's Ken.
Shocking. He's got Tennessee gear.
That's right, Babsy.
Tennessee plays again Tuesday in New York City.
Yeah. Jimmy V Classic, baby.
You need to call up there and give them some advice on where to go and what to do.
Nah, not this group. This group, I need them to stay focused.
This is not the same group.
No, they playing Miami. That's not the same leadership. I think that's the biggest.
Y'all needed to be loose.
Yeah. We need to be loose, but we needed some reining of the reins.
That did not exist.
But I thought that's the last Tennessee team to start 8-0, right?
Yep.
But I thought the problem was that y'all were loose, you were undefeated, and then it got reined in by Tony Harris for some reason.
Yeah, but that was that was opposite of what should have been happening. It should have been from the coaches down. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when I say leadership, I mean in the leadership of the coaches. Yeah. Coach Green.
So then, as you said yesterday, you guys went on a losing skid. That was impactful.
I've never seen one like that since. It's like what UConn just did.
What does it feel like to go through that? Like, how frustrating is that? Like, how do you turn it around? Like,
what kind of a losing streak are we talking about? Because I don't know.
We were ranked number 4 in the nation.
Right.
And we ended up getting bounced in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
They lost to Charlotte.
Yeah, I think it was an 8-9. We ended up being like an 8-9 seed and played in Dayton.
Well, part of that was you got hurt, though, right?
No, I was alive and well.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
alive, man.
I was rolling, y'all. I don't know, man. It was wild.
That wasn't your hurt year.
It was wild. No, that was the next year.
The next year.
Yeah, it was wild, man. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Nothing I can put my finger on or anything. It's just wasn't going right.
Well, Tennessee plays again Tuesday in New York City, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca, against 3-5 Miami.
Miami, solid team. Jim Larinaga, good coach right there.
He's still there.
Then they play. Right. Then they play at number 17, maybe Illinois.
Yeah, that's gonna be
maybe number 19, somewhere in there. Yep. So that'll be a test.
Illinois probably be ranked higher by the time going in there.
615-737-1045. Y'all want to go to the phones?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So let me lead into Tristan is going to be up on line 1. Tristan came to A Moment's Peace on Monday and told me that I had something on my shirt, and I looked down.
Yeah, he got
I was in the 4th grade. He got me.
He got me right before.
Tristan, what's up, man? How are you?
Good, not great, but college football should hire me as a head chair because I would just tell Alabama, I don't want you in the playoffs this year. You're 9-3, 10-2 is higher, or 12-1 Army if they blow out Tulane, which is going to happen this week, and if they blow out Navy, yes, that's how you do it. Like, I could take 100,000 or 150,000 and get some football people that love football and make football great again in America.
If you get that right on Army, they are a 5-point underdog against Tulane this weekend, and they are 1.5-point favorite against Navy next weekend, and we'll be there in Washington, D.C. So you can
Yeah,
make
that's
Also-
America's team.
That is America's team. They were really fun to cover this year. But also, at the end of the day, college football playoff, don't you want the most competitive teams playing against the most competitive teams? And I love Army. I love what they've been able to do. I'm all about Army. Their quarterback is something else. He's really fun to watch. You guys heard me talk about it. That game that I worked, they held on to the ball. It was like 40 minutes on my watch that North Texas didn't even touch the ball for 40 minutes because their offense just ran like, I think it was, 32 play drive or something crazy like that. Anyway, but they are not equipped to be able to handle an Alabama, a Georgia. I mean, that's why they play a different kind of football too, right? And that allows them with smaller, and listen, this is not just me saying that.
Right.
They thrive on this. They always say, we're smaller, we're less athletic, we're less football talented than every single team we play, and we're good with that, but we're a lot tougher, right?
Yep.
But at the end of the day, for the college football playoff, you want the most competitive teams playing against the most competitive teams. So sometimes you got to look at it and say, okay, this team might have 2 losses, but they're actually a better team and are going to provide a better matchup than maybe a 1-loss team.
And it's not a knock on Army. They've had an incredible season.
No.
They have one of the best players in college football playing quarterback, and we're going to highlight them next week. Next Friday, we will broadcast live from Washington, D.C., in advance of Army and Navy, and we always love to tell that story, and we'll do so.
It's going to be a good time right there.
But in terms of this week,
in D.C., too.
The reality of the situation is I'm pulling for Army over Tulane, but they're a 5-point underdog. So that's what I was saying. Like, if you bet them, you're going to make money.
Right.
Money line.
And Tulane got something else going on right now, don't they? Or no? Everything intact for Tulane?
Oh, you talking about his coach the coach possibly leaving? I mean, that's out there, yeah.
And players potentially jumping into the portal and all of those things. Yeah. So if you want to grab it now. Because it may go down and be affected. All right, when we come back, we'll talk more college football. The Tennessee Titans, they've got Jacksonville coming up this weekend. Trevor Lawrence season-ending surgery. Azeez Al-Shire, we can get into this if you guys want. Man, he is going rogue, bro, and straight-up villain. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it next. 3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. Yes, it is. 615-737-1045. You call, we'll go to you, and then work our topics around that. 615-737-1045.
Early in the fourth quarter in the D2 Single-A state championship game in Chattanooga, I'm Lucas Panzica. Nashville Christian leading Columbia Academy 28-14, 11-13 to go. NCS quarterback Jared Curtis with 4 total touchdowns, 1 in the air, 3 on the ground as the Eagles look to preserve the lead and clinch a state title. Earlier today, CPA won its 7th all-time state championship in D2 AA in the Blue Cross Bowl, 38-26, the final over BGA. There's no need to consult the playbook. The winning strategy is to always designate a sober driver. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live for Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. Talking a lot of college football, the NFL, college basketball. Yesterday was early signing day. Some big-name players signed today. One of those is the best tackle in America, offensive tackle in America. David Sanders joins us now on 3HL, a Tennessee signee. David, is that true?
Yes, sir. This is me.
What's up, man? How are you? How happy are you to get this done?
I am super excited, super pumped, and super happy. I'm glad it's finally over, and I just get to enjoy the moment and get ready to go to Nashville and get to work.
So when you don't sign yesterday, is your phone still just ringing off the hook from like every coach in America?
Yes, sir. It was ringing off the hook yesterday. It was crazy.
All right, so hit us with this. Why Tennessee, David? Why Tennessee?
You know, Tennessee's just been in it since the beginning. Coach Ellerby, Coach Heupel, they did a phenomenal job recruiting me, and I just feel like they deserve the shot to be able to coach me. And, you know, the recruiting class I'm going to be coming in with is amazing, and the guys they have in the building right now is amazing. So I can't wait to get there and get to work.
David Sanders, the number one offensive tackle in America. David, we are broadcasting live at Buffalo Wild Wings just outside Nashville, and there are a lot of Tennessee fans in here. How excited are you guys to have the number one offensive tackle signed? How about that, brother?
You hear him?
Yes, sir. Go Vols, baby. Let's do it.
I love that, man. Big Dave, man. I need to know, first of all, your mentality when you're playing, because is this something that you have a switch that you click on? Because when I see you out there, man, I almost think that you work for like a dog pound or something, because you ain't doing nothing but dog walking people.
Oh, yes, sir. You have to do it to him. When you put that helmet on, it's got to be a different animal. You know, you said in between those lines, it's just got to be killed. So off the field, we can be friends, but, you know, when we get on that field, it's war.
I love that, man. So my brother Ramon Foster, man, he played for Tennessee. We're good friends with Trey Smith as well. They talk highly of you,
yes,
man.
Sir.
What kind of example is that set as far as footsteps to follow, as far as getting there, man, laying your imprint on the game, and then being able to go to the next level?
Yes, sir. Trey Smith did a phenomenal job also as well, just getting me to understand that Tennessee is a great spot for me. You know, how Knoxville treated him even after he was done playing. So having him as a mentor when I get there is going to be great, and just being able to build that relationship with him.
Hey, so let me tell you this, man, and I'm going to pass the mic. It's one thing that I need to have you say, man, and I need it to come from your soul, man. I'm talking about, I see you post it. I see when people get to questioning it. I see when you stand tall, you get 10 toes down. You don't waver. You don't flinch. You just lead by example. And when I say go Vols, I just need you to tell me, because that's all we know. Go Vols!
No, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, big dog.
I love it, man.
Hey, let's do it.
So your visits to Tennessee, did you hit Tennessee on a night game and experience Neyland Stadium at night?
Yes, sir. I was there for the dark mode game we played against Kentucky this year.
I know a lot of people just caught that wee that you just threw in there, but
yeah, it runs deep, baby.
So what stood out? I mean, in terms of environment, from a fan standpoint, I mean, it's incredible what they do in that building. But all the schools in the SEC kind of light it up at night, man. But what was special about Tennessee?
No doubt. I mean, in Knoxville, is always rocking. You know, my very first game in Knoxville, the next day I couldn't even hear, so I knew it was loud. But the next game is just a different atmosphere. I don't think anybody can go in there and beat us when we got that all black on.
Love it. So you mentioned the rest of this recruiting class, and it's shaping up to look pretty nice. What is kind of your relationship with some of the other guys in this class, and what's kind of the mindset of this class as you head into Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am. I have a great relationship with pretty much everybody in our class. You know, our quarterback, George, the defensive guys, the receiver we have, Travis, Justin, our running back. Coming in with a great group of guys. only great football players, but great human beings. So I feel like these are guys that I'm going to be able to build a long-term friendship with and brotherhood. And, you know, as long as you got that brotherhood, we're going to be able to ball on Saturday afternoons or Saturday nights. So the closer we build with each other, I know if we're as tight as we are right now as recruits, I can only imagine once we get up there in a couple of weeks how it's going to be as well. So, you know, we're expecting to win a national championship as a group. And that's the mindset going in. You know, we're the freshmen, so we kind of got to, you know, just set the tone from day one and just be ready to work.
That's a different mindset right there. I like that, man. You see what you got across from you, man. How much is that, did that go into your decision, being able to go against guys where you know Coach Rodney Garner is coaching these guys up to get to the next level, and it's an iron sharpens iron thing?
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, that was one of the main things. I knew I would be going against the best of the best, you know, every single day in practice. So when I get to Saturdays, it's going to be a lot easier than a lot of other guys around the country. So I'm super confident that Coach G is going to do a phenomenal job and continuing to recruit great D linemen. You know, we have about 5 or 6 four-star D linemen coming in now I'm going to be able to work against every day. Obviously, they already got James Pierce, that's the number 1 defensive end in the entire college football right now. Arguably one of the best players. So just having him as a mentor when I get there, being able to work against him, I feel like I'll do a phenomenal job. So when I start going against these other guys, I'll pretty much think it's easy.
David Sanders joining us now, just signed with Tennessee, and the number 1 offensive tackle in America.
All right, David, let's dig in deep to you as a kid. Like, when did you know you wanted to be one of the big uglies, one of the, you know, offensive linemen? Were you always a big kid, and did you always know that that's where you wanted to play?
Yes, ma'am. Now I was always a big kid, but I played basketball, and I started out by playing tight end and defensive end. I actually didn't start playing on the offensive line until I got to high school, and I felt like I was able to bring a little bit different swag because I came from basketball. You know, tight ends. You know, we put on a little bit for the game. So as I started playing on the offensive line, you know, I bring a little swag to the offensive line. You know, we're gonna change the narrative of the big uglies. You know, we're gonna come in the games with some nice clothes on and be able to dress good on Saturdays. So and also be able to still dog people, you know, on the field. So I'm excited for that. But definitely, when I got to high school, that's when I kind of knew I was going to be an offensive lineman. I was just really too big to play tight end and, you know, big enough to play defensive end as well. But it was just a good opportunity for me to be able to, you know, maximize my potential.
Is there a place you already, like, have in your head that you can't wait to play, like on the road?
Yes, definitely Athens, because I remember being a recruit and going to those games. So I'm super excited to play there, and also in Tuscaloosa as well. Those are one of the top 2 places I also like throughout this recruitment process.
So I mean, you want to play the best.
Oh yes, sir. That's why you come to the SEC, baby.
David Sanders, number 1 offensive tackle, signed with Tennessee today. Just wanted to let everybody else sign yesterday and then have his day today. Announce it to Paul Feinbaum and now on 3HL. Slay Dog, you got something for him?
Yeah, man, we're going to do this. Some quick one. This is quick hitters right here, David, man. We have something here called the Boom Boom Room. Now, when you walk into the Boom Boom Room, the door is locked behind you. The only way you can get out is you answer everything truthfully to the best of your ability. Do you agree to these terms?
Yes, sir.
He didn't even let you finish. He's like, let's go.
He ready to do
Let's go.
Sammy, lock the door. Let's put him in now. All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got David L. Sanders Jr. As you following on social media, follow them, give him some love, sign with the Vols. But right now, we need to get to know him a little bit more. David, let me ask you first, as the music comes down. Let me ask you, what is your go-to meal right now? Your go-to meal of mom's cooking, dad's grilling, whatever it may be. What's your go-to meal? You got us over to the house. What you serving?
I definitely gotta have the steak, you know, cooked medium, not medium well, just medium. You know, with some mashed potatoes loaded with bacon, big cheese, sour cream, chives, and maybe some asparagus on the side. That would be the go-to meal for sure.
I like that. Some good meat, good healthy greens on the side. Now, let me ask you this real quick. Okay, you're real savvy, man. You're well spoken. You're thought out when you're answering the questions. where do you get your balance from? In your life, where's your balance come from?
Yeah, definitely my mom and my dad, super tight family. You know, we don't really move without each other. Every single recruiting visit I went on, every single game day visit I went on, they were right with me. And I also have 3 younger sisters that keep me in check. So they think they're my mother as well. So just having that family unit to keep us all one.
So, okay, you being the big brother, what
Yes,
is
sir.
it that irritates your sister so much where you have to give in? What is it that you do where you be like, all right, y'all got it. Y'all got the TV remote. What is it?
When they just keep nagging, I would say, like, when they just keep going after you, because they're super young, so they don't really know when somebody's done, so they just keep going at it.
Highlight moment from when you've grown to this point. Highlight moment in sports that you can point back to when you say, man, if I could do that one more time, I'd love to relive that moment.
Definitely, I would say I won 3 state championships in high school, so any one of those 3 I would want to replay just because, you know, we had to fight to get there, just the grind, getting to the state championship, and actually coming out as victorious. I feel like those are all pretty cool, and they have their own unique story for each.
Now, you got a little adversity that everybody goes through, regardless of the age you are, and it all varies between on who you are, where you are in life, but we all go through it, whether it be not being able to get something when you were younger, whatever it may be. What's an adversity that you would go back and tell your younger self, don't worry about this, man, you're going to get through this?
Yeah, I would definitely say my freshman year, I had a serious injury on my leg where I had fractured my femur bone, so I had to be out for pretty much my entire freshman season. And I feel like that really kind of, you know, made me look the other way sometimes. But my mom and dad, like I said, they've been here for my whole entire life. So just being able to keep me level-headed in that situation when I thought everything could be over in just a blink of an eye, they made me really think about the big picture things. And, you know, I was grateful to be able to come back healthy and be able to, you know, ball out for the next three years of high school injury-free. So I would say that would be the biggest adversity.
I love that, man. I'm going to let you out of the boom boom room, but before I let you out, man, I want to give you some love, give mom and dad some love for raising you correctly, man, being mature to where you are right now and the sacrifices they made. Enjoy this ride, man, and I promise you right now, live, and we are the flagship station of the Vols, and I'm telling you this, you're making a lot of people happy. And, boy, you got 1 million people riding behind you. So don't say a word. Go let your work do your work. And that's all I got to say. Because that's all we know. Let them out the boom boom room.
That's all we know.
VFL Jason Swain and former Vol receiver Oldhead sent me a text, and he said for David to save some food for Slay.
Hey, Dave, I'm 6'8", Dave. You look a little bigger than me, but we're going to have to tussle over that one, big dog. Your kick step got to be right now.
For sure.
David Sanders, a Tennessee signee, number 1 offensive tackle in the country, highest rated signee in the class for the Vols. What other sports did you play growing up, Dave?
Basketball, and I ran track and field.
So what did you do on the basketball floor?
I was a power forward center growing up most of my life. You know, I was actually ranked top 15 in the state going into high school, so I was super excited about that. I thought I was going to go in college and play basketball, but I was got other plans.
You going to go over there and talk to Coach Barnes? See if you get
I might have to have a little conversation with him.
Number 1 team in the nation right now coming up this week, baby.
Have you thought about what you want to do after football, like just in life?
Yes, sir. So my goals outside of football are definitely to become an orthopedic surgeon. I'm going to go to school and be an exercise science major on the pre-med track. So that's something that's very important to me. My parents always stressed to me that academics come first before anything. So definitely going to school and getting my degree will be, you know, at the top of the priority list.
All right, what do you like to do outside of football? Like movies, video games? What do you got going?
Yeah, I would say I have 3 younger sisters, so spending as much time with them, especially in this last year, me being at home, I knew I would be an early enrollee no matter where I would pick for college, but definitely just spending time with them because they're going to be still growing up when I leave for college, so just leaving that mark in their lives to know that they have a big brother that's there to support them.
Who hosted you on your official? Like, is there a guy that you're tight with already before you even get up there?
Yeah, Dave and Hobbs hosted me on my official visit, and I would say I have a good relationship with Lance Hurd as well. He was one of the other guys that I was always with.
I got you, man. Hey, thanks for making time for us, bro. And I know a lot of Tennessee fans listening are happy to hear that you signed today and are very excited to follow your path, man.
Do we have a nickname? David, Dave, D-Dog?
Big Dave. Yeah, Big Dave or Dave is normally what people call me. Yes, ma'am.
Big Dave. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's been a joy to chat with you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Good luck.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No doubt, baby.
All right, there he is, David Sanders Jr., the number one offensive tackle in America, signed with Tennessee today.
That's our buddy Big Dave.
Yeah, it was Big Dave.
Oh, Big Dave.
Yeah,
Yep.
first name basis, nickname
I feel
basis
like we
now.
need another nickname other than Big Dave.
He'll figure it out when he get up on the field. We can't just he got to go earn the nickname too.
Okay.
This is, you know what though, man? Babs was gesturing when he was talking, and this is like the second time we've said this. When we had the interview with some of the guys from 0-3 at their event, like this crop of athlete, this generation of athlete, man, some of them are so savvy and so polished. Like,
what do you want to do
it's
after
amazing.
football? And boom.
And knows.
Orthopedic surgeon, I'm going to major in this and minor in this. And
Like he's not even a
pre-med and-
freshman.
Right. I probably hit you with about 2 or 3 arms. I know I want to go to the league.
My answer was, how can I be the voice of the Vols?
Like, dog. That's impressive, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Good get, Slay Dog.
They got him a good one. They got him a good one, man.
That was good. All right. When we come back, we've got more giveaways. And guess what time it is, y'all?
What time is it?
It's time for the Miller Lite Ron Slay Wash Away Toast. That's coming up next live at Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
If you want to light up your night and your home and your landscape like I did, then you need to call my friends at Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville. I will tell you, it makes such a difference for your home. And Bob Lyons and his team will certainly take care of you. They came out. I had no idea what we needed, what to add, and I didn't have to know because they knew. And they did a phenomenal job, and it was quick installation. They did the design part of it. They do absolutely everything. And they can do festival lights to path lights to wall washing to tree lighting to area lighting. They'll even do maintenance on lighting systems they did not install. How about that? Let Bob Lyons and his team take care of you. Give them a call. Outdoor Lighting Perspectives of Nashville at 615-376-LIGHT, L-I-T-E. That's 376-LIGHT. Or just go online. Reach out to Bob and the team, and they'll come out and give you a free nighttime design demonstration. That's outdoorlights.com/Nashville.
I want to tell you about my friends at Scoreboard Bar and Grill. It is football time in Tennessee. Where are you catching all the college football playoff games and pro games this season? Scoreboard Bar and Grill is where? Scoreboard Opry near Opry Mills Mall in Donaldson. Open and warm. Come check out their brand new football menus with new food and drink items that are sure to impress anyone. Some of the best hot chicken, slow smoked ribs, and barbecue. The coldest beer, the largest Bushwhacker selection in Nashville, and plenty of free parking. Scoreboard Bar and Grill has its own built-in party. Scoreboard has tons of TVs, and we'll have all of your favorite games on with full sound. The NFL, the college football action, they'll have all the games on. Stick around after the NFL games for the Spasmatics 4 until 7 o'clock. The holidays are heating up at Scoreboard. Plan your New Year's Eve with a Styx tribute band at Scoreboard Opry and Nashville Palace. We'll have Spasmatics on stage, both rocking you into 2025. Follow Scoreboard on their socials for New Year's Eve ticket details and more. Scoreboard, the place to party this holiday season.
Final minutes of the D2 Single A Blue Cross Bowl in Chattanooga. Good evening. I'm Lucas Panzica. Nashville Christian leads Columbia Academy 48-21, 3 minutes to play. The Eagles closing in on their second state championship in program history. Quarterback Jared Curtis with 6 total touchdowns, 2 in the air and 4 on the ground. Again, the score there, Nashville Christian 48, Columbia Academy 21 with 3 minutes to go. Earlier today, CPA wrapped up its 7th title in school history. 38-26 was the final over BGA in the D2 AA championship. Designated drivers are the real MVP. If you've been drinking, pass your keys to a sober friend. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Welcome back in to 3HL right here on 104.5 The Zone, live on location out of Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. If you're in the neighborhood, this is the opportunity to get here because it is time for the Miller Lite Wash Away Toast with yours truly, assisted by yours truly again, Babsy.
Oh, hi.
Hi. What's up, Babsy?
I forgot I got to come and hold the mic
you do.
for you.
We got to get some things in order. But man,
does everybody have their beers?
I'm pretty sure everybody got their beer. Can we get everybody got beer? All right.
Yeah.
Yep, we're good to go. But great interview right there, man.
I'm with you on that.
David Sanders, Vol commit, #1 offensive tackle and offensive lineman, and I'll probably say, man, probably top 10 athlete. We talk about the dude coming off the basketball court and all of that.
Also, how smart was he?
4.0 student.
You could tell.
Yeah, I just had the message.
No, do you know what I loved about him?
What?
Every time he answered a question, he was genuinely excited and happy to answer. You could hear in his voice how happy and excited he is.
Yes.
And I love that energy.
That's refreshing, especially in the day and age we live in. Like, it was one of those situations when hearing him speak, it was like you understand everything that's circulating with NIL and what you make your decisions about. It sounded like once I make this decision, all right, that's behind me. I'm coming to do the work. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear him go at me a little bit on the big ugly comment? He's like, now hold on. We're not going to be, we're going to be looking good when we come to the stadium. We're not going to be big uglies.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my gosh, I love this kid.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
Dope man.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, are you going to toast us? Is it too early?
Speaking of refreshing, you mentioned refreshing. It is time for the Miller Lite Ron Slay Wash Away Toast. Are y'all ready for this? Slay Dog's getting ready. Solid Gold Babs is next to him. Actually, she's like sparkling silver.
I got sequins on.
Kirby said you got to come over this way.
Why?
Kirby said the speaker.
All right.
There's a speaker behind you that could cause some feedback. That's what.
Spill everything over here.
So now y'all
spill on me.
Y'all are nice and tight.
All right, here we go.
We're ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, raise your glasses. All right, here we go. Shout out to Miller Lite. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Kelly, appreciate you guys. Now, we've all done this once before, so you know it is crowd participation. When I say sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, either way, everybody repeat after me and say, watch it down. Then we do 1, 2, 3, tighten up. Got that? All right, it's easy instructions, y'all. I know we're done with school, all that, but easy instructions going into the holidays. First and foremost, Titans, erase all of that. I don't even know where to start with it, but break the dam, let the levee break, let all the water rush in and wash it away. It's going to take more than a beer to wash that away. But that's okay because we got the Jaguars coming up and we own them. So we got a collar on them. We'll dog walk them all up and down Broadway. Things will be fine. So outside of that, Vols are in the playoff, baby. Now, will we be hosting? Will we not be hosting? That's up to the committee. Committee, we could care less. Just put us in. We'll go play. That's right. That's all we know, baby. We'll go play anywhere. So, to that, next week, we got a lot of overlapping. Basketball will be number 1 in the nation as well. That's right. That's right. So, I got a special request on this one right here. Fly high, fly free. With the class of 83, NCS, we see y'all in the building. All right. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Either way, tighten up on 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Here we go.
There
It gets
we
quiet.
go.
People racing sleigh. We don't advise this. Drink responsibly. I see a guy with the power tee that was down first. My man right here with the glasses. Down first. With the orange Tennessee pullover. Nashville Christian says she was first. They're up 49-21. There's a lot wrong with that sentence. But there it is, the Wash Away Toast every Thursday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That is.
During our show.
We got legendary fan Bam in the building, too. Snuck in here on us, man. What up, Bam?
I saw Bam coming in.
I didn't even see you.
Man, he sneaks in, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Bam done snuck in on us, man.
I walked in with him. I stepped outside for a second to get some air. Came in with Bam. I said, "Look at Babs with the sequence."
Yeah, Babs is in it. This is real life.
She's sticking out here at Buffalo Wild Wings in a good way. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Evan Bank chat is open, so you can hit us up there. We do have some giveaways.
Dead giveaway.
I never know if you're going to go dead giveaway or give it away now.
It varies. I have no control over it.
He doesn't know either.
I don't mean.
Can relate to a lot of that. Zeph, you have giveaways. We're doing a $50 Kroger gift card. Do you have a name?
John Blackwell.
John Blackwell, $50 Kroger gift card. You can go buy some eggnog or something.
Why do I feel like we heard that name before?
Well, that's fine, John Blackwell.
I believe it was
something similar.
Clay Clint something. Same last name.
Yeah.
Clay Blackwell? Look at Babs.
Sure, yours.
Whatever. Sure. Whatever, Mayor.
Yes.
All right, so John Blackwell, $50 Kroger gift card. Titans-Jaguars tickets to this weekend's game.
All right, here we go.
Tom Crocker.
Tom Crocker.
Tommy!
Tommy C. right there.
Come on in. Perfect timing.
Thank you, Bob. Pops up and points at him. There you go. All right. So coming up 5:45 giveaway Titans Bengals tickets and a Titans polo, a large Titans polo. That's coming up at 5:45. Big Savagery Ramon Foster, who's been in the national NFL news, can't talk about his rendering necessarily. But,
will you explain to people that aren't on social media or don't know what you're talking about?
Azeez Al-Shire was suspended for 3 games for his hit on Trevor Lawrence on Sunday. Trevor Lawrence knocked out of the game, concussion protocol. He's done for the year, place on IR. Azeez Al-Shire is pissed that his appeal was turned down. The former player rep that turned it down was Big Savagery, Ramon Foster. And
Yep.
But he, NFL rules. He's not allowed to talk about it publicly. So
Yep.
It's pretty tough for a radio host.
Yeah.
Moving right along for him.
He was
Nothing to see here.
This is the first year he's been on the appeals committee, right?
Yeah, and what's funny is John Runyon is the guy. And John Runyon, there's never been a more through-the-whistle offensive lineman than John Runyon.
And he said that. It's like, this ain't then. This is different guidelines.
Different play, different players, different game, all of those things. And John Runyon's comments were he sent a letter to Alshire calling the hit unacceptable and that his, quote, continued disrespect for the rules governing player safety will not be tolerated, end quote. I was talking to Blaine about that, who thought it was funny because he played with John Runyon. Mm-hmm. He's like, man, that guy used to give me a practice. Yeah. so he said they played together at the Titans, and then they played together in Philly.
I mean, hey.
But this is how it is. So the appeal.
Everybody got a job to do.
Listen, the appeal was denied. It would have been denied by any of the player reps. So it happened to be Ramon.
Yep.
And so we can't really talk about it with him, but we will talk Tennessee football, Titans football. Will Levis, by the way, if you missed yesterday, A to Z Sports ran the numbers. In the last 4 weeks, Will Levis is in the top 10 in all of the important passing quarterback numbers in the last 4 weeks. So at some point you have to – I mean, like the coaches will wait till the offseason to decide because they're not thinking about the draft right now yet necessarily, but at some point you need to think about, like, is this the guy in 2025 and get us through another year out of a quote-unquote bad quarterback draft and into next year where you have, like, Arch Manning, Nico, all those guys. Is he that guy?
I like how you throw Nico in there.
Yeah.
You don't know yet.
Hey, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
He might like college.
By the way,
a lot of money in him.
Seriously.
He just picked up a really good blocking.
For way less contact.
Sure did.
Wall.
Just picked up a nice little piece on that offensive line to help protect him.
And a lot less stress for players than it is coaches.
Mm-hmm.
By the way.
Oh,
sorry.
That was a good job, y'all.
Whoa, we just said, by the way, at the same time. Will Levis has had 15 or more fantasy points in that stretch as well. And the Jacksonville Jaguars give up the most fantasy points in the league to opposing quarterbacks.
That'll be good.
Yeah, Sam Darnold went down there and threw for like 6,000 yards. I love that you are our fantasy football expert.
I was just watching it on TV and saw it.
She has the fantasy football team. She's got Lamar and Derrick Henry.
I do.
Same team.
Alshire tweeted in all caps, if you want me to be your villain, I'll be your villain. In all caps with a picture of the Joker.
And middle finger emoji.
And the middle finger. Like, what in the world?
His return will come in the last game versus the Titans in Nashville.
Yeah, and that's
which means he's going to do something dumb if he keeps this mentality that he just tweeted and get himself penalized and eventually kicked out of the league.
He's got time to calm down.
No, and this is my problem, but it's already out there. Like, that was the dumbest thing to say, a slap in the face of why, or I'm not going to backpedal on anything. I felt it was right. All of this stuff that we talk about, how good of a person he is, like, you just threw that out the window.
Let's hit that on the other side. Big Slay's got a take on it. That's coming up next. 5 o'clock hour next, 3HL. Partying down at Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. Yes. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. If you're here, get your name in the box for your chance to win prizes in the 5:45 segment. We'll be right back, 104.5 The Zone.
All right, you heard me talk about Zen Sport a bunch here in the last couple of months. The newest sports book in Tennessee. I mentioned they launched that brand new sweepstakes for all their Tennessee customers last month with the big game sweepstakes. Well, guess what? Everybody loved it so much that they are rolling it back on Zen Sports with the big game sweepstakes college edition for December. Grand prize winner receives $10,000 cash and 2 VIP tickets to the college football championship game, or $15,000 cash as an alternate prize. How about it? You want to know how you can earn entries? You do it by betting on the app. Yes, Zen Sports. Download the app. For every bet you place on Zen Sports and for every dollar you wager, you get an entry. And get this, if you like parlays, this is where you need to do it, right there on Zen Sports, because you get 10 times the entry for every parlay. So what are you waiting for? Start betting with Zen Sports. Download their app today. Zen Sports, where betting just got better. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. A qualifying wager for a wager entry has to have minimum odds for any leg in the entry of at least minus 250 or worse American odds. For clarity, a wager at minus 251 odds does not qualify. Head to zensports.com/sweepstakes for contest terms and conditions. You got to be 21 and older and in Tennessee to bet.
Hello, I'm Ashley Northington, Chair of Moving Forward of Middle Tennessee. The upcoming transit referendum is a game changer for our economy, business leaders, and the entire community. A robust transit system is essential for a thriving economy. With 54 miles of high-capacity transit corridors and 86 miles of new sidewalks, this plan enhances Nashville's connectivity, making it easier for everyone to get where they need to go. This isn't just about transportation, it's about economic empowerment. For business leaders, reliable transit means a more productive workforce. Shorter commutes boost productivity and job satisfaction, helping businesses attract and retain top talent. Improved transit also drives sales and supports local economies by making it easier for customers to reach businesses. The benefits extend to the entire community, connecting people to essential services, education, and recreation. This creates a more inclusive city where everyone can access the resources they need to thrive. Supporting the Choose How You Move transit referendum is an investment in our future. This is about creating a city where businesses can flourish, residents can thrive, and the community enjoys a higher quality of life. Join me in backing this transformative opportunity. Let's build a Nashville where everyone has the opportunity to succeed and to prosper. Visit the link in the caption to learn more about the referendum, how it will support our community, and how you can get involved. Thank you.
Good evening. It is 5:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. The Titans were back on the practice field as they get set for their divisional matchup with Jacksonville this Sunday. The Thursday injury report is out, and several Titans did not practice, including Roger McCreary, Kenneth Murray, Tavondre Sweat, James Williams, Tyler Boyd, Jerome Baker, and James Lynch. Peter Skoronski and Jarvis Brownlee were limited for the Titans. In NFL news, the NFL announced its 32 nominees for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Jeffrey Simmons is the Titans nominee once again this year. Also tonight, it's an NFC North Thursday night football matchup between the Lions and Packers. Kickoff at 7:15. Catch the Westwood One call of that game right here on The Zone. In college football news, big news for Tennessee, as you heard right here on 3HL. Five-star offensive lineman David Sanders Jr. has signed with the Tennessee Volunteers. He announced that on Feinbaum. He also came on 3HL. You can catch that interview back anywhere where you get your podcast. Also in college football, legendary Super Bowl winning head coach Bill Belichick has reportedly interviewed for the North Carolina head coach position after longtime head coach Mac Brown was fired earlier this season. Belichick wants to coach in 2025 and has legitimate interest in college football, according to a couple reports. For all your foundation repair and water needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful evening in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Thursday. The championship weekend is almost upon us as we broadcast live for Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. We have more giveaways at 5:45, so if you are in the area and would like to get on down here, you have a chance to win Titans Bengals tickets and a Titans polo, which is a size large. Don Davenport is here.
Happy Thursday. Let's go.
Tennessee Titans defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons is the team's nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award for the second straight year. Remember the backlash the Titans took from some when they drafted him?
I do.
Big Jeff has been great on and off the field, so congratulations there. Each team nominates one guy, and then one guy wins. So congrats to Big Jeff. Congrats to Big Slay, too.
I'm in the building. This car ain't got no roof. This car has no roof today. Every day, really.
Big 12 Commissioner Brent
Today.
Yormark said the College Football Playoff Committee favors logos over resumes. He said there's no way a group of 5 champions should outrank the Big 12 champ. No way. The Big 12 championship game features 10-2 Arizona State against 10-2 Iowa State. The Sun Devils are a 2.5-point favorite. Todd Furman yesterday said go under the total.
Wow.
Of 49.5. Both teams are ranked outside of the committee's top 12, and both are ranked behind three-loss SEC teams. Committee out there just pissing people off. I mean, everybody's upset.
I was just about to say the exact same thing.
You weren't about to. You did.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, very true.
Join us live here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna for our Titans football feast. Stop by for your chance to win Titans tickets and other prizes each hour, thanks to Miller Lite and Buffalo Wild Wings, plus $5 16-ounce Miller Lite draft beers. That's what's going on. Again, we were talking about Texans linebacker Azeez Al-Shire pissed off that his appeal was turned down. Big Savagery had that responsibility. Al-Shire tweeted in all caps, "If you want me to be your villain, I will be your villain." His return will come in the last game of the year for the Texans against the Titans in Nashville, his old team.
And on the heels of that, man, and if you should add P.S. And if you want to be silly, I'm gonna be silly, because that's exactly what he did. All benefit of the doubt, he threw out. Like you go from, in a sense, begging and pleading and having people go to bat for you, and then all of a sudden this is your response. So now it looks as if I was the one that was going to bat for him in the media and saying, man, you got to give him another chance. This is not as bad as it is. Now I'm looking at it like, man, I'm so glad I didn't stick my neck out for this guy. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to laugh at me and spit in my face. No, I'm cool on that. And we all know this is what I think gets misconstrued because you have social media out there. You start to think that you run these together. Who he is off the field compared to who he is on the field, it's all not the same. That's fine that who he is. Babs had a front
front seat.
A front seat to who this man is. Coming off the plane, going to the rally on the runway with Big Jeff, like his events, whatever it may have been. He was spending bread and everything. Didn't he have a place to stay here?
Nope.
That's a different person.
Didn't have any clothes to wear. He was in like just a kind of sweat jacket or whatever.
See what I'm saying?
Because he didn't have, none of his clothes were here yet. He didn't have a place to live.
That's
and
a
he
different
came
mindset.
to this foundation and fundraiser with Big Jeff. Like, just top-notch human being.
Right.
I sat right next to him at dinner. I'm
Right.
like, he is a good man.
I want to make this point too. I don't think he's upset necessarily that the appeal was upheld. I think he's upset by some of the fans that hit him on social media and said ridiculous things to him.
Well,
I think that's what
you got to put clarity to that thing.
Right.
And you need to put clarity to it.
But like everything I just said about him and everything I just saw, you're right. It puts it all into question when this is the response. And that's what I had said earlier today, texting somebody. I was like, clearly the jerks, the mean people, whatever,
Plenty of 'em out
on
there.
Twitter, the absolute idiot, people who know nothing about football, have nothing to do with football, but then want to come in and turn it into a religious and
That's
race
right.
and this kind of thing.
Which is silly.
Which is absolutely absurd. But those kind of people that are tweeting at him and then their followers that are, coming at him, clearly he couldn't handle it because that was his response. He put a middle finger emoji on this. Like, I'm going to be your villain now. Wait, that's not him.
And that's my thing.
That's not him.
And if that's not you, don't portray that.
Don't do
even
that.
take that on. That's not you. It's hard to live in those shadows as well.
He's portraying that and he's taking it on because he couldn't handle the negative response that came after him.
The biggest thing I take from it is if something were to happen down the road, if it was going to be something that was going to be in question, whether it be a hit, whether it be an action on the field, whether it be an action off the field, all of the benefit of the doubt that he's gained and garnered coming up to this, it's out the door. And if it's not out the door for some, it's at least coming to a point where you're questioning, like, man, I wonder, did he do it? Let me think on that for a second.
He does do it on purpose.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
come on, that's not the right way to go about it, man. I would have been all for if he waited, didn't say a word, and the week he was coming back, he came on social media and said, I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Right.
Then I would, hell yeah. You better go get him. Go out there and represent your team. That's totally different.
But he'd probably calm down by then.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but if you're, that's
what
why
did they say? Don't press send.
Wow, you just took the words out of my mouth, Babs. Like, that's what it's for. Like, so I mean, if I'm somebody that's advising him, if I'm his agent, whatever it may be, we've seen plenty of cases when this happens and someone blows up, and I don't care if it's a small blow up or a big blow up. It starts to go downhill. And if that's not who you are, don't portray that's who you are. You saw it in a guy like Created a Beast and Antonio Brown. It all started to go downhill. You saw it in Vontaze Burfict up there in Cincinnati. It all started to go downhill. You also saw the reverse of it in a guy like Pac-Man Jones, who went downhill and was able to resurface and get his stuff together and was cool in Cincinnati and still have a 10-plus year career, where we all would have thought about after 3 years or 4 years, I don't know if this dude even gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So it can work vice versa, but you got to go about it and you got to be listening to the right people in your corner. Don't burn your bridges along the way, because you never know who's behind the scenes advocating for you, who's back there pushing for you, any of that, man. It's a strange thing, man. It's a strange thing to come out and say something like that, but it is what it is. So you got to stand on it.
615-737-1045 if you want in. Sammy, let's go to line 2. Kevin is next up on 3HO.
Kevin said, you got me messed up. I'm not getting on this line. I'm your villain, 3HL.
I'm out.
Come on,
So-
Kevin, get back in there.
Is Kevin gone, I guess, Sammy?
He is gone. He was
All
on
right,
there
let's-
till literally right then.
Oh, sorry, Kevin.
Let's go to Johnny the Poet on line 1. Johnny the Poet, what's up, man? Uh-oh.
Hello, Smyrna. Wild wings, this is why Johnny sings. Sometimes you up, sometimes you down. Flush it down, Slay. He loves the Vols, they're doing well. They'll make playoffs and I'll ding the bell. I'll ding the bell. Hear me out, folks. 'Cause the Frogs, they suck, they're doing bad. The Sooners, they suck, they're really sad. The Titans aren't doing well, they're gone to hell. Don't let me even tell you about the Cowboys. Come on, Slay. Let's go, Vols. Let's go, Vols. Come on, Slay. Let's go, Vols.
Let's go,
Let's go, Vols. Let's go, Vols. Come on. Let's go, Vols.
Oh, my Lord.
You're
Johnny
in
the
the
Poet.
playoffs, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. Johnny is out.
Johnny the Poet.
Johnny. Johnny's out of his mind.
What the hell have we got going on here, man? How did we go from that to this?
Johnny the Poet. He went Goldie
Good job,
Hawn, too,
Johnny.
on the Oscar
Good job,
speech.
Johnny.
Good job, Johnny.
Hey, man. Well, where
Kevin's
are we?
back.
Let's get Kevin in here. Kevin, what do you got, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, first off, Don, I'm glad you're healing up. Know that I'm praying for you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Hey, about the Al Shire hit, I grew up back when Jack Tatum and Gene Atkinson were playing, and I was the biggest fan in the world of them. The Raiders was true. With that said, I saw the hit on Lawrence on Sunday, and I was personally sickened by it. You know, and it's not just his actions of the hit, but it was his actions after the hit that were offensive to me. So,
Yep.
you know, to the whole fight that took place, the whole brawl, the whole trying to get him off the field. You know, I understand emotions run high, but in that moment, you know, you got to have a clear head because there are kids watching it.
Well, the other thing, too, Kev, is there are so many other incidents with regard to Azeez Al-Shire. And there's one against the Bengals right on the sideline where he was punching guys in the helmet, and nothing happened on that one. The officials didn't even see it, but the video is bad. Like, he's on the sideline by himself swinging at everybody. So, you know, I mean, at some point you got to get sat down, and that's what happened.
And I'm sure y'all saw all the fights that happened Saturday with all the
man, yeah. Rivalry weekend.
I wonder if y'all could talk about that, because does it bother y'all to see that kind of imagery? I know Dawn has a child growing up. I don't know if she watches football or not, but for those who have kids that are watching, I want to know if you get y'all opinion. Does it bother y'all, you know, the image this is portraying to kids?
Me personally, no, it doesn't bother me because it's in the game. The thing is the after effect of it. I mean, like, it's going to be some slip-up hits. There's going to be some stuff that's not done on purpose.
He's talking about the Saturday rivalry weekend, planting the flag fight things.
And the players, like, punching and fighting each other.
Now, the pepper spray from the cops in Ohio was a bit extreme.
That could have went way too far. But, yeah,
I'll say this, though. When there is chaos on that field, you're doing anything you can to try and get control of it. I've been in a couple of field stormings this year. And
I mean, it's hard. It's a hard ask.
It's a hard situation to deal with, no matter what it is.
And as a fan, I always say I'm entertained by sports. I was entertained by all that. So that's probably not the PC answer.
I'm entertained
personally,
by
I
it.
enjoyed it.
But I've never, even 3, 4, 5 years ago, I've never understood planting a flag in artificial turf. That's obnoxious to me. That's silly, and I like to do silly stuff. So that still don't make no sense to me. But I'm also one to make sure that you go celebrate with your fan section, wherever that is, hell yeah, run over there and cause havoc. I'm cool with that. But as far as stomping on logo, I've never been one to stomp on logos. If you go in the end zone and you do that on the road, that's cool. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But the middle of the field, you purposely going out there, and what do you expect the other team to do? I'm coming out there and hitting you. Like, what you think this is? Like, you're not finna disrespect. Y'all just beat us without question. But you're not about to, you ain't gonna disrespect me. You know, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. But I also say, when it came out with the numbers and all that with the committee, all the sportsmanship went out the window. So this is all warranted in a sense to me. You can forget about it.
When we come back, Big Savagery, Ramon Foster will join us on 3HL. That's next as we broadcast live in Smyrna, Buffalo Wild Wings, 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, people? Big Slay coming to you, and I'm talking to my fellows right now, man. If you're listening to me, I got 2 locations you need to know about. Well, one is Green Hills, one is Hendersonville. GameDayMen'sHealth.com. That's where you need to head over to. Let's get those T levels tested. When it comes to testosterone and getting those shots, you're feeling lack of energy, motivation, all of that, it can all be handled. You have it at your hands. You can get it done. You can even go into these into the facilities and get your shot. Or you can get self-care. You can do it and get it mailed to your house and get it all taken care of. Here's the best part about all of it, Game Day Men's Health. Your consultation and your lab work to find out what's going on in your body is completely free. All you got to do is go sign up. That's right. Under no obligation to move forward if you don't think that you're the right fit. I do it myself. Matter of fact, I got to go over there tomorrow to catch up because I've been out of town. Go to GameDayMen'sHealth.com to find information on the 2 locations in Green Hills and Hendersonville. You can book an appointment right there online. There's no way to delay. Get started today. Get in the game right now with GameDayMen'sHealth.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Lucas Panzica. The D2 Single A Blue Cross Bowl has gone final. Nashville Christian state champions after a 49-21 final over Columbia Academy. Quarterback Jared Curtis with 6 total touchdowns. It is the second state championship in Eagles school history. Earlier today, the D2 AA Blue Cross Bowl, CPA defeating BGA 38-26 the final. CPA running back Rawls Patterson, 336 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground as the Lions celebrate their 7th all-time state championship. Coming up at 6 o'clock Eastern time at Finley Stadium, it is a matchup of Chattanooga teams. Baylor taking on McCallie for the D2 AAA state championship game. Designated drivers are the real MVP. If you've been drinking, pass your keys to a sober friend. Fans, don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Smyrna. We will be here until 6 o'clock if you want to swing by. You still have an opportunity to get your name in the box.
Put your name in the box.
For your chance to win Titans Bengals tickets. We're also giving away a Titans polo, large size. That's coming up at 5:45. Right now, we've got Ramon Foster, big savagery from Ramon, Kayla, and Will. You can catch them every weekday morning, 6 to 10 on 104.5 The Zone. Moan, what's up? How are you, buddy?
Man, not a whole lot, gang. What's going on with y'all?
So,
well, hold on. I thought I was going to have to go after Mike Florio.
Well, that's where I was going. So,
I didn't see Florio. What I missed on that one? I done got so much at my social medias, y'all.
Right, that's what I was going to ask
part
you.
of the game. Yeah.
That's mine.
Sorry. Well,
she turned up my headphones.
Just turned up his headphones. Sorry.
I was going to ask you, like, how many text messages and phone calls have you gotten today over this Aziz Al-Shire thing?
Numerous, man. One, a lot of people didn't know I was in that role, which is it's on the NFL operations page, and there was no press behind it because, I mean, we're retired players doing a job for the NFL and NFLPA. So that's the job right there, in a sense, is the VA hearing officer for people that get fines that want to appeal them. That's my say. You remember, I've been telling you guys for a while, I got like 5 jobs, and nobody listened to me. So it's always hilarious to see it in hindsight.
I remember, this is your first year for this, right? I remember you telling me at the beginning of the year that you were doing this.
Yeah, I picked this up, man. I got a call in like June, July that the NFL and NFLPA were considering me because James Thrash had stepped down, you know, family life, kids and stuff like that, and he wanted to move in a different direction. So they added myself, Jordy Nelson, Kevin Mawai, and Derek Brooks still at the helm of it also, too. So we're the appeal officers, and I think I can say that much about that. But, yeah.
I know you're not allowed to talk about it.
Why is everyone so upset about that? Like,
man,
to me, like, I don't even think this is that big of a deal. I just think that there are not very many NFL stories right now, maybe.
Well, no, I also think that maybe people don't realize that I don't care if it's Ramon or any other former player, probably in the entire league other than Logan Ryan, that would have made a different decision about this appeal. I'm just saying. Like, you don't have to speak to that, Ramon, but, like, period. So I'm like, why are we making this such a big deal? There's a history there. It's been very obvious. I mean, what are we doing here? Anyway, you can answer Mayor's question.
Football is a very emotional sport, and there's always 2 sides, you know, the winners, and then there's the other side, and then it's the passion for one and the non-passion for another. So me, I've dealt with this type of stuff personally. Like, I think through all of this, some of my old clips have popped up, which is fine in itself, too. Again, if you play football, this type of stuff happens. It's just there are workplace rules the same way, Babs, that we can't be popping champagne bottles doing work, you know, or smoking in the studio. Like, we have rules, and I'm one of those guys that hear guys out as it pertains to how they appeal their suspension. But I think his case is it got personal for a lot of people on social media. And my stance, and I said it this morning on my show, was, look, my job versus what people paint about him are two totally separate things. And that's not a part of my job right there. Mine is to hear his appeal, and that's all it was for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, to me, it was pretty obvious. I mean, it was a dirty hit.
There's a history.
These are all your thoughts right here, by the way, too. These are all your thoughts, Mayor. These
are my thoughts.
Let's move on so we don't get him in trouble.
Okay, sorry, Ramon.
Yes.
Sorry, Ramon. I appreciate that. Yeah. All right, so Titans playing Jacksonville this weekend, so without Trevor Lawrence. Mac Jones going to be the quarterback. Titans now a 3.5-point favorite. How do they bounce back from that avalanche that occurred in Washington with the 28 points where they couldn't get it turned around?
Man, you know how it is in football or life in general. For each action, there's an equal or opposite reaction, right? I hope the Titans have for their sake, an opposite reaction of all things that happened in Washington for them. But here's the I guess the ace in the hole for the Titans and their defense is you got a motivated quarterback that's getting a second opportunity right now, Mac Jones. Like, I look at that situation saying he's got 5 games to prove that he deserves a second chance in this league. And we've seen other guys in this league, Sam Darnold, get second chances. So it's not like you're going to be able to walk in and just walk him down and bully Mac Jones. Like, he started in this league for the Patriots. He was a Pro Bowler. He's had some success in his earlier career with the New England Patriots. So you got to be able to manage that and not be caught by surprise. The secondary thing, too, is Tank Bigsby and ETN, like the running game. If I saw a team give up that many yards and that many points on the ground, I would attack that, too. So I don't want to paint this Trevor Lawrence-less team of the Jacksonville Jaguars as a rollover. Like, this is still a challenging event that's going to happen inside of Nissan Stadium. So they got to approach it like that. A lot of times in, like, football, you have to be in a position to where you recognize your deficiencies. If I'm not mistaken, this last couple of days, Coach Brian Callahan challenged the strongest group on this team, and that's the defensive line. He said he needs more from them in the pass rush. He needs more from them as a group, and that's because the heaviest challenges goes to the best people, and right now they're the best unit on this Tennessee Titans team. So as it pertains to how they approach the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's as if they're still embarrassed about what happened in Washington. And, I mean, I know it's hard to fathom that type of stuff happened, but every once in a while a team just gets you. And I thought this past weekend in Washington, in the district, that is, they just got. And there wasn't much they can do until they came out in the second half. And the next thing you know, they fought back, and Washington just has, at this point in their career, a better roster. And I think we've had this conversation before, time and time again. Like, the Titans have a ways to go before they get to the level of being able to be competitive and just have a sustainability about being down and having, you know what I'm saying, the wherewithal to be able to fight back. They weren't able to fight back this past weekend, and it was only so long before it just ran out.
Big Savager, Ramon Foster with us, RK Dub, weekday mornings, 6 to 10 on 104.5 The Zone.
Savage, when you look at the matchup, man, and when you watch Jacksonville and how they've been over the last 2 or 3 years, is they bring Doug Peterson in, they're trying to get over the hump, and it seems like it's about to happen. Trevor Lawrence gets the big bankroll, and then it's still sputtering. Like, what do you make of their situation as a franchise is what I want to know, especially having all these early picks that they usually have.
It is sometimes like the fits. Like, Doug is in the Super Bowl winning coach, and my expectations of him was that too. Like, he's going to go in there and do the exact same thing he did in Philly. And, like, team dynamics, man, how you get guys to buy into your system, it does matter. It does matter how you coach and who you pair your quarterback up with also. And I think they've had a little bit of a identity crisis on what they're going to be. They go out and get a really good back in ETN in the first round. And, you know, they do a lot of things to try to surround Trevor Lawrence. And it may just be an operations thing, man, of changing their mindset and how they go about being pros. Like, you think about that Calais Campbell's, Jalen Ramsey squad. Like, you got to have those types of guys on your team. Like, it's one thing to have the shiny piece at quarterback, but who was their quarterback when they made that run in, like, what was that, 17? Blake Bortles?
Yep.
But then you think about the rest of the team they had. They had some veteran dudes.
Good pull there, Sam.
I know. Yes. I know. They had, like, some veteran-savvy football-playing dudes on their team. Just because, and this is a tell to the Titans and any other team, too, just because you pick high in the draft year in and year out and go get you a Trayvon Walker and you go get you other types of dudes like him, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to click automatically. And I think that's what they have going on right now. And on top of that, I feel like until maybe, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Doug Peterson was on a hot seat if he had lost one more game. And, like, it seems to me, for all things that said about Coach Callahan, I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but we had somebody say he needs to be a little bit more manly of a coach, which is one of the craziest things I've heard. Nuts. But what you cannot say about Coach Callahan is this: you ain't heard nobody say he's lost the locker room, right? And the conversation that was coming out of Jacksonville was that Jacksonville's locker room wasn't on the same page with Doug Peterson. And that right there is where a good bit of problems can start. So I don't know what his messaging is inside that Jacksonville locker room and how they hadn't been able to make it work with all the talent that they have. But when that conversation starts to get loud about locker room issues, then they're probably going to start looking for another coach there very, very soon if they can't turn it around, especially now since Trevor Lawrence ain't in.
Big Savage, Ramon Foster with us on 3HL. All right, Ramon, what do you think about where Tennessee is in this whole college football playoff thing? My thing is, I think with a Penn State loss, Tennessee hosts a game in Neyland Stadium in the playoff. What do you think?
Man, the way it's set up, I think the Vols may be on a roll. But here's what I say, too. One, Big Ten don't play games at night more times than not. So if they got to go to either Happy Valley or to what is Ohio State, the Shoe, if they got to go to either one of those, it'll be a daytime game. And you can't, say, it matters where we play in the playoffs because you got to play like there's no tomorrow anyway. Right. So if they do got to go to Happy Valley, if they do got to go to Ohio State, those are just the cards you are dealt. What you going to do, sit there and complain about it and mope and complain and lose? No. You go play football and have your best game and understand that, look, when the rubber hits the road, nobody's going to feel sorry for you if you lose. So as it pertains to how you approach it, win and carry on. Like, I love the fact that we can even just say at this point, the Vols are in the playoffs. Think about what we were 5 years ago with Pruitt, right? The fact that this program has been turned around this much, win, lose, or draw, your program is one. As the kids like to say, one of them, your program's one of them right now. Coming out of the SEC, say what you want to about the teams that aren't in it right now, South Carolina, Ole Miss. Hey, don't feel sorry for them. Be happy for yourself because you in it. Because if they can laugh at the Vols, they will laugh at the Vols. So, look, this is what we asked for, was an opportunity to be in the show. And I can't wait to see the way these rosters are set up because one thing we hadn't talked about, the season's getting longer for college teams. Yep. The amount of talent, mature talent that you have isn't what it is on NFL teams. So I want to see how these coaches are dealing with injuries, young guys potentially having to step up in moments because if I'm not mistaken, Ohio State lost their starting center. What is that going to look like for them moving forward throughout the playoffs when it's good on good?
Another thing I was saying, I was coming in and shout out to Kelly. He's a Georgia fan that does the Buffalo Wild Wings for us. He was telling me, man, y'all got to go better. Y'all got to go up to Ohio State, man. It's going to be cold up there. And I'll keep telling people, like, dog, do y'all know how cold it is in Knoxville? Like, during football time? Like, I don't think people really understand, Savage. Like, it is freezing. What you think is cold here in Nashville? Take it down about 10 degrees up in the mountains, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. So cold, the weather don't matter. That's the beauty about football. As long as it ain't lightning, as long as there's no fire on the field, man, as Hyper said, put the ball down and play. Yes. Like, it's that, like, and here's the other thing, too. I'd expect this to be the case. There should be an allotment because this is an NCAA event, the same way March Madness is in a sense, to where you allot tickets. Like, I don't know if it's 40% that's got to be sold to the Vols, but I'd expect that to be the case moving forward. The only advantage is you can just have a lot of Ohio State fans take advantage of the ones that the Vols don't buy because of travel and hotel and lodging and stuff like that.
Right. Yep.
I mean, it's 24 in Columbus right now. It's 31 in Knoxville. Cold is cold.
I'm telling you,
if you want to talk about cold, ask Jarvis Brownlee Jr. about cold.
Yeah, it's wild. That's wild.
You'll leave that man alone.
He's from Florida. Yeah. Anything's cold. Yeah. All right, Big Savagery. Hey, man, good luck with everything, brother. And we'll be listening tomorrow, 6 to 10, weekday mornings on 104.5 The Zone.
By the way, I always brag on y'all. What a friggin' flex to get David Sanders.
Slay Dog came through on that one, bro.
That would be your brother's doing.
That was the mob, man. The mob. We did
the mob. Everybody eats, man. What a flex. God,
everybody eats, B. Everybody eats.
Hey, Zeph, if you ain't, or Sammy, whoever, Lucas got in my ear. How y'all got 3 producers on this show, which is nuts to me, okay? Either way, if that ain't clipped in on YouTube, Zev, Sammy, Lucas, y'all tripping. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. Go, put that out ASAP.
I like that, Savage. Hold their feet to the fire, baby.
Yeah, man, y'all better put that out there for the world to hear. Y'all tripping if that ain't up by now.
Hey, are you going to be at this holiday party that we're going to see you in about an hour?
Hey, I'm about to go get dressed right now, and as our Savage brother Nardo say, get sharp. Okay, I'm about to go get
shot. Go get sharp on him.
There you go. All right, good.
This other brother that doesn't exist because I've never met him before.
I met him.
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
You got to be around, y'all.
You got to be around. You got to be there.
Be there to be there.
Because if you be there, you'll be took care of.
Isn't he in Louisville?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm heading
Yeah,
his
he's
way.
in Louisville.
There you go. I'm going to have to give him a call this weekend.
I think he Louisville to the core too bad.
He sure is.
Yeah.
Babs has,
You need to link
listen,
with him.
it's not football as everyone would think as she just throws that out there that she's going to Louisville this weekend. It's travel dance for a 4-year-old.
Oh, hell.
Exactly.
That'd be great.
Exactly, Savage.
I almost fell out of my
Talk
chair.
to me.
I almost fell out of my chair.
Us parents need to have a show one day, okay? Because why does everything have to be travel? Travel dance, travel baseball, travel
dance.
soccer.
Well, I only
Yes.
called it travel dance because they're going to Louisville. I don't
Travel
know that it's actually
basketball.
called travel dance, but yeah.
What,
but it
what
is.
are we doing?
I mean,
Hey man,
it is.
I know it's pay to play, but come on, y'all. We gotta stop like giving stuff. We gotta give some stuff away for free. Come on, parents, like you coaches.
All right, Savage. Hey,
That is true.
keep it together tonight. We'll see you here in a little bit.
All right, I'll see y'all there.
All right. See you, Savage.
As I told Zeph the other day, I've seen people fired from events like this.
No doubt.
Company Christmas
All
parties.
right, I'm gonna
What
have
you
to
got?
well, first, I'm going to have to keep you boys in line tonight. Second, it is Titans Ticket Thursday, where 104.5 The Zone gives you a chance to win Tennessee Titans tickets on Thursdays before home games. And today is no different. Babs Prize Closet is open. Caller number 5 right now, 615-737-1045. You will win tickets to see the Titans host the Jags Sunday at Nissan Stadium, plus 2 tickets to see our guy, Ron Slay, and DJ C-Wiz, the Titans VIP tailgate, thanks to Bullseye Event Group. And trust me, when it is cold out, that is the place to be, right?
Yep, climate control.
Yes, no doubt. So good luck to you, Titans Ticket Thursday. Go ahead and give Sammy a call.
Break, Sammy.
And people, do you know what time it is when the weather is getting a little treacherous outside and the power goes out? You're sitting there wondering and thinking to yourself, what could I have done to get ahead of this? Well, I got all the answers for you. Me and Babsy do. Cove Generators, you need to hit them up and get the Generac automatic standby generator so they can work on it, do all the fixings to it. But this is where you're going to get in on it. They even got a holiday special running, Babsy, don't they?
Yes, they do. You buy a Generac automatic standby generator for your home, and boom, their holiday special at Cove Generators is you will get a free 10-year warranty on that generator. How cool is that? 615-241-6343 is the phone number. Easy to remember, 241-6343, and you can just check them out online, too, and they'll take care of you there as well. They'll also do maintenance on any brand of generator that you own, by the way. That's all they do. Cove Generators. Stay powered through the holidays. That's COVE, CoveGenerators.com, and stay connected through it all.
I want to tell you about my friends at Gupta Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle, whether you're looking for a car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, new or pre-owned. That's where you need to go. 2024 Wranglers. Select 2024 Wranglers, $10,000 or more off. Just reach out for details there. Get them online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All of the dealership information is there. Phone number, address, inventory, deals they have going on in December right there online, GuptonMotors.com. That's what we've got going on at the end of the year. My guy Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or Jeep, they have you covered. Just tell them what you're looking for. Let them know what you need, and they will be able to point you in the right direction. They've got $1,000 off every pre-owned vehicle in stock until the end of the year when you allow Gupton to arrange your financing. So keep that in mind. All of the new and pre-owned inventory is online at GuptonMotors.com. Check them out, 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. Reach out online, GuptonMotors.com. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Hey, it's Zach Lyons here of 1045 The Zone, and as the resident sports analytics nerd, I know data, and the numbers tell me that the dual power of radio and digital on 1045 has always delivered for local advertisers. Now's your chance to book your 2025 marketing campaign early with special savings and incentives. Reach out today to your local ad representative or go to 1045thezone.com/epic.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Don Davenport with you. Slay Dog's got an appointment with some peanut butter M&Ms. Lord have mercy. I love this song. I love Sammy's music selection. I'm just telling you. Right, Davenport?
I do. I was going to say, she picked some good
She does a great job with the
songs.
music, no question.
Good job, Sammy.
I appreciate y'all.
Is Zeph hearing all this?
Zeph, your music is good too, Zeph.
Yeah, but Zeph like randomly picks things, and he'll tell you that.
No, Zeph's music is not as good as Sammy's.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. This is a meritocracy here. We love Zeph as a producer. I'm not saying that. But in terms of music, Sammy's got it going.
Yep.
I mean, she hit Dave Matthews.
Sammy's got a gun.
If we had one more segment, that was coming.
No, wait, that's not the song.
It's
Jamie's
Jamie.
got a gun.
No, Jamie.
Oh, you just changed it to Sammy's got a gun. Okay.
Janie.
And also, to be fair, Zeph has asked us for music advice, and we just haven't had that meeting.
I'll give it. Wait, nobody asked me.
Yes, I did. I said it in the group chat. I said, if y'all want music put in specific, please send me songs. I will go find it.
Oh, I must have.
We'll take yours when you get back from this weekend.
I
All
must
your
have
music
ignored it.
selections.
Oh, I'll give you some music selections after
Kirby
my
was my
dance.
witness. I asked you in Dallas as well.
Me?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Really? Huh.
Go back and listen to
Now
what
you
Sammy
know
played today
how my
and stuff
husband
like
feels.
that. 90s R&B, Dave Matthews, Foo Fighters.
I do play a lot of stuff for Slay, so I kind of lean towards him with the
Well,
music.
what the hell?
I was starting to say, well, that's probably smart.
Good job, Zeph. Way to hold it down, baby.
He has given me songs, though.
That's right.
I like country.
I give
She
him
does like
country.
country. Yeah, you like country that's not really country.
No, you like Jelly
Morgan
Roll
Wallen?
and
Jelly Roll?
No, Morgan Wallen's
Morgan
country.
Wallen's
yeah.
country.
Man, Teddy Swims.
Chris
He's about as
Stapleton.
country as it gets.
The King.
Stapleton's not really country.
What?
I would put Stapleton as a cross blend of a lot of things.
You know what they need? Well, they need a section for front porches.
Front porch music?
Or back porch.
With your smokeless heater that you've got now? Your gas range?
Absolutely.
Your
Is that
fire
safe?
pit with no smoke?
Is
I'm
that
going.
safe?
I'll see y'all at the Christmas party.
I don't know if that's safe. He's done with us.
He is. Plus, we have giveaways. What is today? Thursday. So coming up after us is More of Us.
That's the after party.
Okay. All right. So I've been told we're going to be sitting in traffic. But
Listen to yourself?
Yeah, Kirby's got a way out, he says. Zeph, you've got Kirby always has a way out. I got to tell you, man.
He wrote it down for you.
Some of my favorite trips, because Kirby likes the hard map things. Like MapQuest, print it out that way. Or just do it from memory because he knows the grid. But my favorite Kirby traffic thing was in New Orleans. And PK was in the front seat. I mean, he might have had a couple pops, but he was just laying into you on all of your moves. and it pushed you into such a space where you couldn't think straight.
But I got us where we were going. He tried to pull that. Is that Tulane University right there? And I told him what it was, what University of New Orleans.
Yeah, we should have never been near Tulane University. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
Yeah, why were you near there?
No, I mean, that's a problem. Luckily, I'd had a few pops, so I didn't know where we were, but I was enjoying the circus. Zeph, all right, let's give away a Titans polo shirt, large Titans polo shirt.
Grace Gibson.
Grace Gibson wins a Titans polo shirt. Grace Gibson. All right. Titans Bengals tickets, Zeph Dog.
Curtis Butler.
Curtis Butler.
Curtis Blow. Curtis B. Curtis Butler. Slay also almost forgot his peanut butter M&Ms. All right, that does it. Babs, did you have fun today?
I did. I'm eating Almond Joys. Thanks for bringing them.
Mr. President, Travis Harder, looking like everyone's favorite politician. Whoever that might be.
He looks so
Cross whatever
sexy.
aisle. Ecky Pop dancing, doing the shoulder shrug dance. Zeph Dog's here. Kirby's got us with the direction. Slay still hasn't made it out of here. All right, more of us coming up next. We'll be back at it tomorrow in studio. We appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for participating. Thank you for including us in your day. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take it lightly. Hey, y'all, have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be
Unless you're Traylon Burks, who's out for the year.
Tajay
Spears and President Harder.
Holla.
Later.